Hey everyone, welcome to Feelings with the Geekiary. What's happening? People are laughing. Okay? I'm Erin, and I'm here along with a bunch of people. We have Admin Angel, Jamie, Tara, and Kai. We're fans. We have feelings. This is where we webcast about them. And tonight we're doing a very special Pride Edition trivia weird game night. Yes!
Yay!
I said weird because we don't have all the rules down, so it's going to be fun.
I have no idea what's going on, but that's not really anything new there lately.
I know all the rules. Just so everyone knows, I know all the rules.
So you can join the conversation a couple different ways. You can use the hashtag GeekyEaryFeelings, or you can just chat with us down below. But if you're going to communicate with us, don't spoil the game and like start shouting us like the answers, please, because that would make this a really weird show.
Unless we're struggling and then shout the answers.
Yes, then please give us the answers.
Message me privately the answers.
Like how when I play Jeopardy and I just yell because the contestants will obviously hear me.
Yelling at the screen is allowed, but I've secretly tapped all of you guys' communications in general. So if I see anyone giving you, hints, you're out.
Yeah.
Anyway, real quick, we'd like to remind you that the views expressed on this webcast are those of the hosts as individuals and do not necessarily represent the Geekiary or the webcast itself as a whole. I feel like the disclaimer isn't as necessary if we're just playing some trivia, but you never know.
Yeah.
You really do never know because, yeah. So as far as, our regular little stuff here, business, don't forget about our Patreon. It's patreon.com/thegeekiary. We're still accepting money, so give it to us. And then also, we, I guess, are still in quarantine, whatever, because we're still doing these webcasts with more frequency, which is fun. So we have a bunch of quarantine content on our YouTube channel, and there's a bunch of other stuff out there too, mostly really hilarious reviews by Fareed. So check those out.
Very hilarious.
Yeah, they're really funny. Especially the cats one. Okay, anyway, and also be sure to check out the Geekiary's news section. We do have some stuff, a couple things to talk about. We're going to try to be brief because we have a whole game. So let's talk about some news. Jamie, you first.
Okay. Yes. I did not write about this because I just found out about it this morning. But New York Comic Con is hosting Pride Week live streams all next week. The schedule is posted on their website at nycc20.com/pride. And the page also lists a bunch of Black queer organizations that you can donate to or support in any way that you can. So it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a Yuri on Ice. Well, it's actually like about like queer life in Japan, but it's like Yuri on Ice is mentioned, which is what caught my eye about it in the first place. So that's on Monday. Sweet. But they have stuff planned all week.
Sweet. So I guess I can go on to some theme park news. So Hong Kong Disneyland is open. It opened 2 days ago. But I have doubts that Disneyland and Disney World are actually going to stick to their mid-July opening because we're seeing another spike of the virus.
Especially in Florida.
Yeah, especially in Florida. So we'll see if that happens. But I've been predicting that Hong Kong Disneyland was going to open very suddenly and quickly without much news, and that's exactly what they did. They had like 3 days of warning, and suddenly it's like, we're open. It's, God.
Before you move on, sorry, but I have to ask you, did you see the new castle in Hong Kong Disneyland?
I have not, no.
It's been closed because they were remodeling it, and now they reopened it along with the reopening. And it's very polarizing the way that people have found it. I think it's really, really cool. It's got elements of like a Sleeping Beauty castle at Disneyland and elements of Cinderella castle at Disney World. And then it's also got like the rounded sort of Middle Eastern architecture, like from Aladdin. It's an all-in-one castle. It's actually really cool. So anyway,
it is cool.
Keep going with your
So, another
grown-up
one.
stuff.
Universal in Florida is also open already. Like, it's open. People are there and doing stuff already. And they're not at all doing social distancing. I mean, they're trying, they're pretending, but there's video of cast members being like, move in closer together, fill in all the available space. And it's like, hello, like, you're not supposed to be doing that right now. Like, I don't know if it's like a habit for them to be saying that, or like if they are genuinely not caring about the social distancing thing. It's really weird.
From what I understand, it's mostly because they're just not having the crowds.
Mm-hmm.
And or like even close to any sort of significant numbers of guests, and they are saying that kind of stuff to literally like keep the queue moving, because people are just like, there's not enough people to keep the queue moving. And I'm not defending it by any means, but that's what I've heard. I will also say that I've heard that Universal is doing a decent job about making sure that people keep their masks on throughout the park, except in the rest areas. They have a couple of rest areas where you can take your mask off. And from also what I understand or have heard, SeaWorld is not actively enforcing their mask protocol. Basically, if the employees are seeing you not wearing a mask, they're not really saying anything about it. So another reason not to go to SeaWorld.
Yeah, I'm never going to go to SeaWorld again anyway, because I saw Blackfish and now it's ruined. Like, now I know how they do things. But
I also think, the whole mask social distancing thing is very much just an American thing. Like, Americans have decided that COVID is over because everything's reopening. And like, I walk out, in my neighborhood, and depending on where I am in the neighborhood, people are either not wearing masks at all, or they're wearing masks like under their nose or like on their chin or something like that. And I'm like, that's not how that works.
I went to the grocery store yesterday, and other than myself and the employees, I saw 2 people wearing masks. 2. Nobody else was.
I haven't been out in a couple weeks because I went to the protest thing a couple weeks ago, and so I decided to self-isolate after that because I was afraid. So I don't know what the atmosphere is now, but 2 weeks ago, people were pretty good here about wearing masks. I hope that's still true, but
yeah, they're pretty common here too. Like, we see, I'm over near DC, and we have a lot of people wearing masks, and those who aren't wearing masks, you're kind of getting the
yeah.
It is the opposite here. I went to Walgreens earlier to pick up some meds, and Walgreens, that's where you go to get your meds, and like, that's it. Like, literally, that's it. And no one was wearing a mask except for me, one other guy who was picking up his meds at the pharmacy, and the pharmacy people. Not even the other employees were wearing masks.
Oh
and God. I was like, what is happening? And I was getting the looks, Kai, about like, why are you wearing a mask?
Yeah, I get that.
I even had really hot lipstick on underneath my mask, but I put the mask on anyway.
I don't get it. I'm just like, I feel like wearing a mask, this is going to sound super corny, but like, I feel like wearing a mask is like an act, because it protects other people more than it protects you. So it's like the simplest, easiest thing you can do as an act of love for your fellow humans. Like, hey, I don't know if I have this and I'm asymptomatic, but if I do, I'm not going to give it to you.
And like, the thing is like, you're absolutely right. And like, you're seeing which groups have decided that they care about their fellow man and which ones don't. And I'm not gonna, mention exactly what's happening at the exact same time as this webcast, but there's a certain large gathering that a lot of people are watching right now. And like, nobody in that crowd is wearing a mask. Whereas the people at the protest 2 weeks ago, every single person I saw at the protest was wearing a mask. Just gonna put that out there. Oh, I guess the disclaimer is handy, because here I am like getting controversial and shit.
I'm pretty sure all of us know each other well enough to know that we are all wearing masks and pissed off that other people aren't. Like,
wearing masks, making masks, crossing the street when I'm walking my dog.
Yeah.
It's required in stores here.
Yeah, most of the stores here are saying that too. There's signs right on the door.
It's not required outside. It's recommended, but they're like, they're like, oh, you should wear a mask if you can't maintain social distance. This is New York. You cannot maintain social distance pretty much anywhere in this city. So everybody should be wearing masks. But because it's not required, people are like, oh, I don't have to. It's like, well, no, you don't have to. But
I mean, only if you care about people.
I mean, you also don't have to wear shoes outside, but you really should. Like,
yeah, I hope that if the Disney parks do open in mid-July as planned, that Disney cracks down on people that are not wearing them. Because, like, people are entitled here, and people are going to not want to wear them. And Disney tends to be really, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not that they don't enforce their rules, but yes, people-pleasing. There you go. So I don't know. We'll see if they take health more important than the people-pleasing.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard they've done a pretty good job, at least at Disney Springs. So I have high hopes.
Fingers crossed.
But I will be disappointed inevitably. So
hopefully they just push back the opening dates. Like, come on, guys. Just push back those opening dates.
I have an uncle who actually works at Disney, and I am very worried that he will catch COVID-19 and bring it home to like the rest of us. So he's already agreed he's not going to visit anybody for a while.
I have a lot of friends that work at Disneyland because I'm originally from Southern California. And so my Facebook feed is tons of people that either work there or know people that work there, and nobody's happy. Like, they want their paychecks, but they don't want to get sick. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Are you going to be the person who just has a cough for a couple of days? Are you going to be a person who's sick for like 3 weeks? Are you going to lose your sense of smell?
Yeah.
Are you going to stroke out?
Yeah.
Sorry. No, I have an aunt who had it, and so that was very dramatic.
I know.
All right. Maybe we should move on to
I think we got a little...
We're feisty. We're feisty.
Well, these are quarantine
a little mutual freak out.
I feel like not talking about it
yeah,
at all
no,
during
I
quarantine
feel, you know,
anyway.
I feel like, sorry, I just broke my own rule of let's move on, but
You're the host.
let me just brainstorm here for a minute, because we do have one more weekend of Pride, and then after that we're probably still gonna be in quarantine, or maybe more in quarantine or whatever. So maybe like that first week of July, even though it's a holiday, it's like 4th of July, we should just do like, let's just talk about Corona.
Yeah.
Oh no, on Steve Rogers' birthday?
Well, maybe not immediately on his birthday. When is 4th of July? Is it a Saturday?
It's Saturday.
I was really confused because you said, when is 4th of July? And I'd be like,
no.
Angel, it's on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Well,
you will all be able to hear all the fireworks in my neighborhood.
We can do it maybe on the Sunday. Or something.
Soon
I have
do
important stucky things to do on the 4th of July.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my work has said absolutely nothing about when we're coming back, so I will probably still be in quarantine at that point.
All right.
Before we get to the game, can I, in the spirit of moving on, I do have like a little news announcement or a cool thing you should be checking out here. This is The Scottish Boy. It is a novel by Alex de Campi. It is the first. Yes, I know Alex de Campi in person, but it's also a really good book. It's her first novel, although she's written just scads of comics and has tons of Eisner nominations. I wasn't gonna read it until after this show because I wanted to like prepare, but instead of preparing for this show, I just like cracked it open and read a whole bunch, and I cannot recommend it enough. It is really, really good. I don't know if any of you kickstarted it, but it's like meaty. Look how meaty this is. I could like theoretically kill someone with this book, which I think would be true to the spirit of the book as well. But yeah, great Pride read.
All right.
I have not killed anyone with this book, I promise.
Yet.
I just got it. It's all pristine and
But
pretty.
that's what somebody.
The next time she sees someone not wearing a mask, she's gonna
I'll just carry it around and just be like, bam! Get your hair right!
Exactly. All right.
I laughed way too hard at that.
It's fine. Let's move on to this game, and we're gonna do the best we can here, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Because some of us don't read, so I don't know.
That's unfortunate. There's a whole category about books.
Jamie will be the one that gets every single one of those.
That's going to be...
Don't put that kind of pressure on me.
That's going to be the last one to get picked is books, and you're all going to just stare at me like this all the way through it.
Before we get started, though, who is keeping score?
I can keep score, I suppose.
Question: can you imagine we did this whole thing and then at the end we're like, who won? Oh shit, we have no idea.
Everyone.
Welcome to Pride Trivia, where everything's made up and the points don't matter. Okay, so we have Jamie, Tara, Angel, and Aaron. I literally am looking at all of your faces and had to look up to remember who was here.
It's fine. It changes every week.
So, excitingly, I'm going to be your host for this Pride Trivia. I wrote all of the questions, so all blame can land squarely on my beautifully shoulder-padded shoulders.
You
that
are
is a pretty
looking
kick-ass
pretty good.
shirt
Yeah.
or jacket. I can't tell what it is exactly, but I like it.
This had such a morbid story. So this was my Oma's jacket. I don't know where she got it. I think it may be custom made. It has ribbons basically all over the whole thing. And I used to always say when I was little, when you die, I want that jacket. And so when she died and we all went to the funeral, we were all raiding her closet. We did it in age order, and everyone passed over the jacket even though she loved it because they knew I wanted it so much. Also, I don't think anyone else wanted it.
I like it. I think it suits you.
Cool. I'm in deep love with this jacket. Yeah. These shoulders, these are not my shoulders, y'all. Look at my shoulders. But I look so authoritative in this. Yeah.
Shoulder pads do that.
Yeah, I have like landing strips for like 5 parrots. It's good. Right. So, Pride Trivia. This is going to be like a lighthearted fun game, I hope, where we explore the queer trivia of entertainment. I want to do a quick caveat. I know that there is occasionally some people have a little bit of tension about the word queer. I'm an old gay. Like, I'm pushing 40. And I remember when I was younger that my father, who is gay, really pushed to reclaim the term queer for the community to use. I think it's really inclusive because I think when you use acronyms, you miss out on people. A lot of times you miss out on asexual people. You miss out on, poly people. You miss out on non-binaries. I feel like the more acronyms you try to use and the more precise you try to use them, you miss out on a lot of people. So I'm going to use queer, but I fully respect if you as an individual don't like to use queer in reference to yourself. But I have checked with the whole crew here. Everyone here is fine with it. So we are going to use it in this game. Cool. Just a last minute double check because some of you didn't actually respond. We're all good, right?
Oh yeah.
No.
Sweet.
That's my identifier. So
can we put
That's my identifier, yeah.
Can we do like a finger guns counter of how many times I throw finger guns?
It's the byway.
Right. So I've tried to pull from a whole bunch of fandoms. I tried to be really inclusive. I probably failed, so feel free to get at me in the comments with what you think would have been a better answer. We're going to have, the first step is going to be what I call my big board of questions. There are 25 questions. It's straightforward trivia. I'm going to ask a question, and everyone is going to yell their own name as their buzzer because that's funny, and I want to make you guys shout your names. I don't really have a better answer. I could have had like a little toggle here where you push a button, but no, yell your name.
All right.
The person who answers the question correctly, if you answer wrong, the question moves on and somebody else can answer. If you answer the question correctly, you get to pick the next category, and I will go down the list to the next question. Questions are worth 1 to 5 points based on how hard I think they are, which may or may not be how hard they actually are. And the questions will be drawn from the categories, and you can ask me to repeat the categories. Comics, books and literature, TV, movies, and games. Okay, so that's the first game. And I figured that's probably going to be the bigger chunk. After that, we're going to have 2 smaller games, which I'll explain the rules then so I don't confuse anyone.
That's good. Good decision there.
So I'm going to randomly roll between you guys to see who gets to pick. I'm going to use my very fancy Google D4 roller. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be player 3, who on my screen looks like it's Tara. What category would you like to pick first?
Oh my gosh. Let's go with, I'm just going to go with the easy one, TV, or what I hope is easy. We'll see.
We'll see. I'm just gonna do this.
I almost wanted to go with books and literature just because we just went through this whole thing, but
this is the answer to all of them. It's not.
Well, there was. Are we not doing tropes? I know that was originally.
I put tropes out but then I realized I listed 6 categories, and tropes is really involved in all of them.
Yeah.
And then there's also in the third thing we have a tropes thing, or in the second round we have a tropes thing. So I took tropes out. I don't know if you look in the rules list. I just really replaced it with why am I like this?
I saw that, and that's why I was randomly laughing for no reason.
All right. So question 1 from TV.
And so any of us can answer these. We just have to yell our name, right?
Shout your name out. Okay. Shout your name out. Anyone can answer. It doesn't have to be Tara. She's picked the first category.
Got it.
In 2014. The creators of a major animated series stated after its finale that they had intended the final scene to confirm the characters were romantically involved. What is the show, and what ship fired its cannons?
Jamie. Is that Legend of Korra and Korrasami?
It is Legend of Korra.
Wait, that ended in 2014?
2014. Do you feel old?
Yeah.
That's me all the time.
Oh, jeez.
I could have sworn Korra didn't end till 2016. I'm sitting here thinking
I looked 4 places and it all said 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. I mean,
at this point
I'm not arguing that that's not when it ended. I'm for whatever reason I could have sworn it didn't end till 2015, 2016, and so I'm my first thought was Legend of Korra, but I was like, no, that's way past 2014. What has happened to the past 6 years of my life?
I don't know. It's scary. I'm going to go ahead and put our points in, so everyone can follow along. Not the audience, just the players. Because I'm mean like that.
And Jamie's gonna win the whole game because she just got the TV one, which is a category we should all be good at.
Jamie, what would you? Well, that was. I think she answered before you guys could think it through. I think everyone probably would have gotten that one.
I was actually waiting until you finished. I knew the answer before you finished the question, but I was waiting until you finished.
Let's actually put that out there because we want to share stuff about it's Pride. We want to share these little factoids. Also, I worked really hard on the question, so you have to wait until I get the whole question out of this mouth.
It's like Jeopardy. You have to wait until they ask you.
Okay.
Jamie, pick your next category.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to be mean yet. Let's go with movies.
Movies. Okay. Okay. Remember, I have to say the whole question before you can yell it. In 2017, Disney upset basically everyone when this character was coyly promoted as the first gay Disney character, then had a single scene where they happily danced with a man.
Oh,
what year?
Jamie.
Sorry.
2017. Jamie, go ahead.
LeFou.
It was LeFou. How did anyone like that? No one liked that.
No.
I don't even think
I think even Josh Gad spoke out about it.
Yeah, Josh Gad was like, I couldn't get one kiss. Just a little light tongue, church tongue.
Wow.
Church tongue.
Is that too far? I'm sorry. I'm so jazzed about these questions. I love them.
As someone who was raised in a pretty conservative church, that just brings back some summer camp memories, y'all.
I mean, I'm not Episcopalian anymore. I was raised in the Episcopal Church, and basically everything with clothes on is considered fine for church there. They're a wild bunch. Oh, I hope I hope none of my grandparents are watching this. How many do I have left? Odds are good. I'm safe.
I don't have any.
I have one left. One grandparent left. I had to count because that's recent. Oh, I got sad. Jamie, pick a question. Let's go. Pick a category. Let's go.
Okay, comics.
Comics. Oh, I love this one. Until 1989, the CCA censored queer content in comics sold in the United States. CCA stands for what? What does CCA stand for?
Comic something. I didn't say my name. But I don't know the answer anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Angel. I'm going to randomly do this. I have no idea. Christian Comics Association?
No.
Damn it.
I will say only one of those words is right, and it's not in the right place.
Google.
No Google.
I don't want to say my name unless I'm like I
say your name. No one. You could say your name.
All right.
Yes.
This is a no judgment zone.
Like creative comic. No, that's CCC. I don't know. I don't know. It's gotta be.
It was basically it was set up to restrict what you could and couldn't say based like when it came to queer content and how explicit you could be. It included stipulations like if you did happen to have a canon queer character, something bad had to happen to them.
It's the Aaron that's throwing me off. Like,
Aaron. I'm taking a guess here.
Okay.
The comic censorship
association.
Well, I already said that, and it wasn't a
administration.
No, but you have one word right in the right place.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Angel.
Angel, go ahead.
Comic censorship assembly.
All right.
I'm going to give it to Aaron. Unless somebody else has a guess, I'm going to give it to Aaron for getting the most right. Because I feel bad about making this worth 1 point. I guess it should have been higher. All right, Aaron, it's actually called the Comic Code Authority. The Comics Code. People generally either say the CCA or the Comics Code.
You don't need to give me a point because I do not know. I was not even close.
Okay. Well, you've persuaded me. No point for you.
Thank you.
Jamie, it's still your
bad
ball.
thinking that one.
Okay, let's I know nothing about games, so let's go with books.
Okay, books.
Well, here we go.
I mean, it's already a bloodbath, so let's just admit
There's some really good ones in here. Okay. Too bad Fareed isn't on. I'm not saying that for any specific reason. This book, which was adapted as both a movie and a currently running TV series, features a closeted gay high schooler trying to cope with the threat of being outed by an email. It is the book.
Jamie.
Angel started saying it.
I Love Simon? No, that's a movie.
It is. Do you know the book name?
No.
Jamie. Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda.
It is that. That is it.
Crap. Oh well.
Yeah, I know. I get that one is difficult because it's
they have different.
It has a very popular movie and series. Both have a different name.
Yeah.
Well, book name is freaking long, so geez.
Jamie, it's still your ball.
Okay. Games. And we'll go through them all.
Oh hey, we have some people playing along now.
Yay.
In our comments.
I'm gonna open the live. I thought no one was talking. Oh.
They all came in at once, so I think there was a delay.
Yeah.
Yuda knew the Comics Code Authority.
No. So that one I think came out after we even had the answer, so I don't think that was cheating at all. I think we're fine.
No, they just came in. I got more.
Comics Censorship Assembly.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear we weren't cheating because none of us got it right.
No,
that's fair. If you were,
I didn't even try. All of the words I thought were right were not right. So I was like,
I like the defense that no one was cheating because you sucked.
If we were cheating, wouldn't we have gotten it right?
Yeah.
Well, really, like. When it comes to like quizzes, that's kind of the very definition of cheating, right?
All right, let's pick a category.
Games. Yeah.
Games. Oh, I will say, I really loved putting these together, and this is the section that my husband had the most trouble with.
Yeah.
so goody.
So have fun.
We'll all be equally bad at
I know
it.
like
I don't know.
2 gay games. That's it. So if the questions are not about the 2 that I know, I'm lost.
Yeah.
Well, I did try. Let's just go with these questions.
Yeah, let's just.
This open world game series is famously sexuality and an orientation inclusive, with the newest installment featuring toggles to fine-tune transgender characters, as well as the assumed pansexuality of all players until you flirt with them.
Angel.
It
Sims.
is The Sims.
Yay! It was one of the 2 games.
I didn't want to say. I feel bad because I almost went, "Oh, you'll be fine." This is one of the 2 games that you play. All right, it's your ball. Which category should we do next?
Let's do TV again.
TV. I will say I pulled about 60% of the questions straight off the website.
Great.
Yeah, just for that extra layer of like pressure. Emily Andress, the showrunner of this show, which features queer lead characters, excited fans when she promised never ever to use the dreaded barrier gaze trope.
Tara.
Winona Earp.
I love that show.
This is probably the one question I'm gonna know, y'all. And it's coming back. It's coming back soon.
I'm so excited. She keeps dropping Earp soon, and I'm like, soon to when?
They said this summer. I saw a specific post that said this summer. That could be as late as September, but that's still
it's
like
technically summer now.
Yes,
It is.
yes.
Today is the first day of summer.
Like, this is technically summer.
So it could be any time between now and September. We're just hoping it's sooner. I'm guessing July, but
Yeah, I mean,
July would
like,
be nice, like a nice little. Sorry, you don't have Comic-Con. Please enjoy some Winona.
It usually comes out around Comic-Con. Like it's easier either.
that's what I was thinking. July.
Yeah.
I don't know if she. I will say I don't know if she made these characters specifically so that they had the coolest ship name on the planet. But how cool is Way Hot as a ship name?
Well, it's based on a comic book, so.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Fair, Aaron.
Graphic novel.
Tara, your call.
Let's go with games. Let's go with games again.
all right, let's see if it's the other one game I play.
Who knows? There's a lot of really good stuff from games. I picked.
If it's not Zelda, I don't know it.
This Overwatch character was confirmed lesbian in a Canon comic released in 2016.
Oh, shit. I can see her in my head.
I know.
No. I know what she looks like. I don't know her name.
Can I make? Does anybody else want? I'm gonna make a.
You gotta say your name.
I know. I was hoping somebody else that might know better would answer, but
I know it, but I don't.
So
know
Tara.
Tara.
Tracer.
Yeah, Tracer.
With the red hair, right? I can see her in my head.
2-point character. 2-point.
I've never played Overwatch, but I have several friends who are obsessed with it. Thank you, friends who are obsessed with Overwatch.
All right, it's still your category choice.
Let's go with movies.
Side note, person who said, I'm not going to know anything, and I'm going to suck at this, you're currently in the lead.
I'm just not very good at trivia unless it's like bland historical facts, honestly.
Or
sometimes sports. Okay, so let's do movies.
I didn't put sports in. Movies.
Yeah, the sports thing was a good move.
Yeah.
Like, is it about figure skating? No, then I don't know shit.
Yeah.
We could have had an entire sports anime category, and then Angel and Jamie would just take the whole thing.
I actually considered making just a specific, like, one of the questions I was going to do in sorting is sort the sport to the anime. And then I thought, oh, God, that's so unfair. 2 players are going to just, like, boom, and everyone else is going to go, Yuri is figure skating, I think. And I think Hayuko is, like, some kind of ball.
Oh, hey, did you see that we have a new person in the comments now? AJ Raven.
Oh, who could that possibly be?
I'm so excited now. I just hit my cat on accident. She ran away.
Has black hair. The red-haired one is her girlfriend. Tracer does have black hair.
Oops. Oh, well.
All right. Movies. I have to say the whole question. This relatedly neurotic character from a Canadian sitcom explained his pansexuality by saying, "I do drink red wine, but I also drink white wine, and I've been known to sample the occasional rosé. And a couple summers back, I tried a Merlot that used to be a Chardonnay, which got a bit complicated. I like the wine and not the label."
Aaron. Was it the character? David Rose?
Character. Yep, David Rose.
Yes.
That's movies?
Yeah, I thought that was a TV show.
Oh, I suck. I sorted that one.
I still got the point. I don't care.
That's okay. It's fine.
I did make a bunch of questions and then I sorted them into the categories. I actually had over 200 questions at one point. I just spewed them down the page.
I got time for 200 questions. Oh my god!
I didn't. I only put 25. I swear. All right, Aaron. Let me put your point.
I'm glad I knew one. So thank you.
Well, everyone's on the board now.
Yay!
Everyone is on the board. No one's going home a donut.
Aaron, we're tied last place. Yeah.
No, you are not. That was a 2-point question. Aaron, you are owning last place, Angel.
Okay.
You dominate that last place.
I do feel like everybody knew that answer though, so we should all feel good about ourselves.
No one didn't know that. Oh, you brought up that Soldier 76 is also gay from Overwatch.
Yes.
So decent representation. All right. What category do you want?
TV.
I did a scared peek to make sure that I had no movie questions in TV. I think that you know what? I see what I did, but you guys will see it later. This actor, the name of the actor is what we're looking for, who played the Blue Ranger in the 1990s American version of the Power Rangers TV show, left the series due to harassment about his sexual orientation. Jamie.
David Yost.
Yes. And we didn't even know that for years. I got mad when he left the series because I was like, I guess we're just faking characters now. But I was like a little kid and very dumb.
I was mad when they left. Like Jason, Zach, and Trini got pushed out, and I was mad about that.
Trini. I dressed up as Trini one year. I think it's very relevant to know I was also not very old. I dressed up as Trini, and I remember I took my helmet off at one point, and someone was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah, well, I look like I have a helmet on." At least I didn't do anything really unfortunate to have pictures of surface later. Okay, so that's 3 points for Jamie. Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
Jamie, take the lead again over Tara. All right, you want to pick a category? Books. Yay. All right, I love this one, and this is one that was taken from the website. So this book by author Mackenzie Lee features the adventures of Henry Monty Montague as he tries to have one last adventure with his best friend / crush, Percy, before assuming his responsibilities as his family's heir. It also has one of the best titles of a book I've ever heard. Jamie.
The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue.
So good.
I wrote that review, so I feel like that's not fair.
Favoritism, cheating.
I think I probably have questions on here that touched on many different editors' writing. So,
we'll go with something I'm not good. Well, comics.
Comics, yay!
We're all just like, oh man.
This character, who married his longtime partner Kyle in Astonishing X-Men 51, is generally agreed to be the first openly gay major character in Marvel Comics. Major character.
Fareed's gonna hate us.
I know.
Don't say it in the comments. I see you guys in the comments getting feisty.
Oh shit.
I have no idea.
Does it say what year they got married?
Oh, that is an excellent question. I want to say 2016, but
did you say that? Which iteration of the X-Men comics was it? Was that part of the?
2012. They got married in 2012.
Oh, that's not who I thought it was.
It was an Astonishing X-Men 51. June 20th.
Tara. I don't know if I'm remembering it. North Pole.
You're so close.
South Pole.
That's really far.
I don't know.
Yep.
You're 50% there.
Oh, know that I feel like North is definitely right. I just can't. I can't remember.
Angel. Go ahead.
North Star.
North Star. You got it.
Ah!
I've never read the comic. I just went with it because you said it was close, and so I used the word North. I just randomly did something.
I want to see the comic. I want to see the hero, though, North Pole, and what that hero looks like. I'm very interested. Aaron, back in last place. Angel, you're in third.
Oh, yay.
See, the good thing is questions go up in points, so you can like pretty easily catch up.
Kai, didn't you say that you said it was June 20th? Today is June 20th.
Oh,
happy anniversary.
Oh, that's really sweet. I'm a giant nerd. I'm actually getting a little emotional about that. Oh, I didn't know it was June 20th. Oh.
Oh,
I'm having a good cry about fictional
Remind me to tweet something about it later. I'll try and find a pic and tweet it.
Hey, Jamie, do you want to tweet something about it later?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and send you a picture of their wedding.
Okay.
You can tweet it. And I've done it. Did I add your question? I did. Okay. Do you want to go ahead and pick a category, Angel? We still have lots open in every category.
Let's go with games. Because apparently I got one right there before, so let's run my luck.
A celebrated storyline in this major game featured Cremisius Creme Classy, who was born the daughter of a tailor, but hid his birth gender for years before coming out as transgender.
Everyone's eyes on that was hilarious, by the way.
Oh, I was reading. The bad thing is that when I'm reading the question, I can't see your faces do things, and then I snap back, and you all have like composed yourselves.
It was really good. It was funny.
I'm gonna come back and watch.
Okay, repeat the question.
Cremisius Creme Classy. Everyone calls him Creme. He's a really badass looking character too. Ooh, can I say
Angel? Yeah,
Angel.
The Witcher?
No. But
I
it
don't
does
know.
have kind of a similar look to it. Nobody knows?
Mm.
Jamie, oh god.
Jamie.
I don't know. Borderlands?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. It was Dragon Age Inquisition. Super cool.
See, you ask a game question and I immediately forget every game I've ever heard of.
So does that mean it's mine again?
Yeah, it's still yours, Angel.
Let's burn through games. Let's do it.
Just get it out of the way.
Yeah, let's just do it.
I wrote this question for a friend of mine who loves Mass Effect with every part of her soul. And I literally just knew this off the top of my head specifically because of her. Mass Effect 3 introduced the option for male player characters to romance this character who had previously only been an option for female characters to flirt with.
I don't know.
You can say his whole name or just his first name.
I don't know anybody in Mass Effect.
For Mass Effect?
Yeah, I don't know a single character's name.
Tara.
Was
it Caden?
It is! Woo! It is Caden Alenko.
I hated Mass Effect 3, but hey, that's fine.
I had a little
It came in handy for this game.
I don't know how I remember that, to be honest.
Now you're actually tied for first now with that question. All right, where are we going next? Would you like?
I'm trying to think. Let's do comics again.
Okay.
We've only done like one comics question.
We have done two comics.
Oh, we have. Okay.
All right. Although writers have heavily hinted about her sexuality for years, this character was only confirmed to have had relationships with both men and women in 2016. Jamie.
Wonder Woman?
Yes. It was, I believe, a Greg Rucka line. Storyline, I mean.
Yeah.
Excellent job.
Nice.
Movies.
Let me add your points before I forget. There we go. Movies. Although the MCU technically already has a canon gay character in the form of a support group attendee and a cameo by Joe Russo, Many of their prominent queer characters have been low-key straight-washed on screen. However, there is a major queer storyline promised in an upcoming Phase 4 movie. What is it?
Angel. Valkyrie, right? Valkyrie storyline in Thor. Yeah.
What is the storyline?
Oh shoot. I don't know the details of it, but I know that she's bi and she's gonna be in Thor. I don't know the details.
I don't know the details either. I didn't even know that they were gonna do it. But
unless somebody knows what the storyline is, I'm gonna give it to Angel.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know.
Let her have it.
I love the actress so much, so of course I know
this. I have all kinds of feelings.
Me too.
I don't think I'll ever be the same after seeing her like burn to a crisp in Westworld. So.
Oh my god, yeah.
And I just stopped. I was like, I'm not gonna watch.
She was so great though last season, but anyway, now we're getting sidetracked.
What the storyline was actually Valkyrie is now the king of Asgard. Thor passed the crown to her, so now she's the king. She has to go and find her queen. That's actually a major storyline we've been promised.
Oh yeah, they kind of mentioned that at Comic-Con. I didn't realize that was like confirmed to be the story. I was in the room when that was brought up.
You were in the room
where it happened.
Showrunners were on a stage where they were sharing canon information.
Yeah, but like I didn't realize that was confirmed. I just thought it was like a hint,
like a passing comment.
Yeah, passing comment.
Okay,
to get everyone like.
For everyone watching right now, the score is Jamie has 11 in first place, Tara has 8 in second, Angel has 6 in third, and Aaron has 2 in fourth.
Wow!
All right,
big
where should we go
surprise
next?
Here.
Let's do movies again.
All right.
Tara.
Who was the first explicitly queer lead character in a major superhero movie? You can say the character or the name. You can say the actor or the name. Kitty.
I've had too much Malibu.
Cat.
How are you drinking Malibu, first of all?
In my Coke from McDonald's.
Everyone's cats are coming. Why are my cats hiding from the screen? Come here. That didn't work.
Oh God, I'm gonna hate myself for not knowing that.
I'll give you a hint. It was an ensemble superhero movie. No?
Can you give us the year it came out? That's probably
the year it came out.
That's probably too much.
I can give you the year it came out. 2017.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes.
Please.
Who was the first explicitly queer lead character in a major superhero movie? It came out in 2017. I feel like you all know this.
Explicitly queer?
Yeah, they specifically had a conversation about how they were not straight. It was a short conversation, but it definitely counted.
Angel. From Deadpool. Oh shit! What's her name?
No, that was after.
Oh shit! Not Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
That was after.
Okay, fine. Tara.
Okay, I'm throwing that. Honestly, I'm glad Angel got in like a second for me because I'm throwing this at a wall. But Professor X. Logan?
No, that would be cool.
Jamie?
I think I threw like 5 fanfics in my head. Okay.
I feel like Professor X has always been gay. So,
is it the Flash from Justice League?
It's not. I'm gonna say it, and you're all gonna like throw things at me.
We are, yeah.
It is Trini, the Yellow Ranger, in the 2017 Power Rangers movie. It was a big deal at the time. It was a big deal.
I didn't even realize that was a thing. 2017 Power Rangers.
I did not even think. I was thinking like Marvel. I was not even thinking Power Rangers as.
Power Rangers was like a big fandom for me when I was a kid. Like I was crazy about it. I watched I can still sing. I literally structurally have problems with my memory, and I can still sing 2 songs from the Power Rangers movie. Like, rock out to
I have the Power Rangers movie soundtrack.
I used to, and then I lost my Zune.
And many songs on my
Zune.
This is of Megatonic Teenage Warhead because she was pretty great anyway. So she might not have been the answer, but
yeah,
love her.
I love her. She actually would have made it. Didn't Deadpool 2 get pushed back? I think she would have made it if Deadpool 2 had come out before Power Rangers.
Perhaps. She deserves props anyway. Like
many props, like 4.
First in on Marvel, even if it's not technically MCU, first in Marvel.
Yeah,
at the very least.
Yeah, I love it. It's still your choice.
Me? Oh shoot.
We only have 1 more movies, but we only have 1 more in movies and games, but we have 2 in TV, we have 2 in comics, and we have 3 in books.
Let's do games again.
Okay, last games question. This is a hard one, but it's a very, I promise you, it's an A-list game. It's great. This series features an unlockable quest to help a farmer who the player previously helps find his son a wife. Instead, the fun reveals that he's interested in men, and the players have a new mission of helping Giles the farmer accept his son as he is.
I have no idea. That's very much not something I have any clue on.
It is a beautiful game known for fantastic, bright colors and a lot of mythological elements. It's also an older game, but not like too old. It's not like Castlevania old, but it's also not like Overwatch new. It has a 1-word title.
Oh.
I just tell you if everyone
Listen, the only like farming games I know are like farming.
I will say, maybe I missed. It's not a farming game. There's literally just a mission in the game where you help a farmer named Giles find his son. It's like a little side quest. But if you do it, then Giles also tries to get you to help him find his son a wife so he can get married and start making him grandbabies.
Jamie, and it's not gonna be right, but Halo.
Did you say Halo? Oh, you
Yeah.
said Halo. I almost thought you said the right title, but no, it is not Halo.
Oh God, no!
She said which is the correct answer. I said which is the right answer. Points.
The funny thing is, there's like a whole side story in Red Dead 2 where you go to find a kid who's like become part but it's his sister, not the father, that sends them. But you go to find him because he's become part of a cult, and I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be gay, but like. It's definitely not Red Dead 2.
I'm taking a moment here to share a comment from a Geek Saga. I'm sitting here trying to...
That's me.
Sarah. I'm sitting here trying to decide what North Pole's power would be, and I can't come up with anything that isn't dirty. I also immediately thought of like greasy abs, a tiny like mankini, and like he has like a giant weapon, like club, but it's like a stripper pole, but striped. There's gotta be, it has to exist on the internet somewhere, and I'm gonna.
His powers get stronger the more dollar bills you throw at him.
Oh my God.
Like in the middle of a fight, and he's like going out, grabbing their coins and just chucking them at him. Put it in my pants.
Yes, go defeat him.
Just took a turn. Whew.
Radioactive left. Oh. I love this superhero already. Someone draw him for us.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm at a loss for what this game could be. Does anybody else know?
You know you're watching.
It's actually Fable.
Okay.
What was it?
Fable.
No.
Fable was
like no.
Fable is actually, it's a series of action role-playing games. It's very cool. The period of time kind of progresses it as you go through. It's wild. Okay.
Cool.
Well, nobody got that one.
So am I going again?
Completely. You are still picking.
Okay.
There's still
one for movies, right? There's still one for movies.
We still have movies. I'm going to go ahead and gray out the ones in our list here for you guys' reference that we're out of.
Okay. Movies.
Movies? All right. We have one more movies.
Woo.
The third film in the Star Trek reboot series, Star Trek Beyond, revealed that this main crew member was gay by having him attend Kirk's birthday party with his husband and daughter. Angel. Sulu, played by John Cho.
Yes. Oh, finally.
Actually, it's revealed earlier because Kirk sees Sulu meet them at the.
That's true.
That's fair, and I love that correction. It fits right on actually.
Yeah.
A fun little piece
like being like a Trekkie where my favorite series is the reboots, it gets me a lot of shit. So I'm glad that it finally came in handy somehow because I love the reboots. And people are like, fake fan. But I'm like, whatever.
So good. Like, I know that there's problems with them, but they're so fun.
Right? Sometimes you just want fun, and they're fun.
Yeah. Also, I like a lot of the actors in it. One piece of trivia. Did you know that John Cho actually insisted that Sulu's husband should be Asian? Because growing up as an Asian man, he noticed that a lot of his gay friends ended up with non-Asian partners just because it was so complicated to be both gay and Asian and to be a gay Asian man. So he wanted to imagine a future where Asian men didn't have to worry about their sexuality or opening up to their parents.
That's super cool.
That's nice.
I love John Cho.
I was like, just another reason to love John Cho.
Right.
Do we have more reasons? I think we have like a good list of John Cho is cool. All right, so you have TV, books, and literature, or comics?
Let's do TV.
All right, TV. We have 2 more questions here. This long-running actual play D&D show, a keystone of the Dropout platform, features a hilarious 5-minute monologue about a non-binary pirate tornado. We're looking for the name of the show.
Angel.
Angel.
I might not be right because I don't know if this is the name of the show or like the network that makes the show, but it's like D20.
It is D20. It's Dimension 20.
Cool.
It's there's actually like this. The show has a lot of inclusivity. Like, there's only one straight white guy in the entire table, and a lot of characters are basically, they kind of flirt with whatever NPCs they like. Mm-hmm. And they have, which I love, they have an ace character who no one gives him crap for being ace. But
cool. I wasn't sure if that was the name of the show or like the production company. Okay.
I think Dropout is the name of the people who own them.
Oh, okay.
But so yeah, this monologue about a non-binary pirate comes when one of the characters corrects an NPC about like crew members, not like crewmen, and he goes on this whole monologue about all the cool, different queer crew members he's had, to include a non-binary tornado that didn't understand the concept of gender and just like sucked up a bunch of gold and became the most tough pirate ever because it just was full of gold. So it's pretty great.
Interesting.
It's a great show. And I 100% had to name drop it because I love it. Angel, that puts you in 10. You have jumped to second place.
Sweet. Let's do TV again.
Okay.
Yes, please.
I really worried that I hadn't recorded points, and then I realized no one had gotten a couple right, and I feel better.
I've been picking categories for like 5 or 6 like options in a row.
Okay, what did you pick?
TV.
Okay, last TV question. It's hard for queer identities to make the transfer from book to screen. However, this Shadowhunter character's asexuality was confirmed in the season 2A finale by the light of dawn.
Jamie. Rafael Santiago.
Yes.
I was gonna say that's all Jamie.
Yeah.
I
don't even remember that character from the books.
Yeah. Raphael, he's the vampire.
Yeah. He's like having a flirt with Isabella, and he's like, I've never felt like this before.
Isabel.
And she's like, Isabel, yeah, thank you. And she's like, oh, well, I'd rather you kiss me than bite me. He's like, oh, I actually am not into kissing. Like, I'm not into that. Which I thought was really cool.
Yes, I appreciated that.
Okay, we are out of TV questions.
And I'm done choosing. You're both for it, Jamie.
You want comics or books and literature?
Books.
And I'm out.
Oh, man. I know. I am sucking so bad, guys. Oh, man.
I can't believe I'm not in last place.
Yeah.
I'm very pop culture rather than like the deep cuts.
I tried to pick a mix of pop culture and put those into 1 and 2 and maybe 3, and then try to put some harder things in the 4 and 5 point. Okay. Books. No, listen, I am a human. Respect me as such. Sorry, my computer.
Computer has no
robot test.
Maybe it's a thing. I'm not trying to like shame it, but it just likes to just not respect me. Great. This author, who was in the news recently for firing back against J.K. Rowling's transphobia, is one of the few mainstream young adult fantasy authors to include a canon trans woman in the form of Oka from her Becca Cooper series.
Angel.
I'm
probably wrong on this, but I'm just picking an author I know that has diversity and has slapped back at J.K. Rowling. Rick Riordan?
No.
Oh my God. Tara. Tamora Pierce.
The Magical Kingdom of Tortle. It's kind of she's actually admitted and apologized for having like a mixed record on.
Yeah, some of her earlier stuff isn't the greatest. But listen, like, if nobody can grow and learn, and whether it's in life or in their writing, then like, what are we all doing this for?
True. I mean, you got to give credit for the fact that she's like, oh, I did that wrong. I'm so sorry. I would rewrite that if I could, but it's already sold millions of books. I'll just fix it casually later. All right, that's 3 points for Tara. And you have the ball again.
Hold on, I gotta look at the list and see what we have left.
Currently, while Tara looks at the list, we are currently
comics and books. Let's go with books again.
Okay, books. Jamie's in first place with 16. Tara's in second with 11. Angel close behind with 10. Aaron holding steady at 2.
We love you.
I'm sorry.
Did you say comics or books, Tara?
Books.
Okay. Oh, I love this one. I have to take a deep breath. I have to take a deep, nerdy breath before I read this one. Okay. When publishers or audiences resist clear representation, authors often resort to queer coding or finding ways to hint a character is queer without coming out and saying so. A famous historical example is the titular character of this Shakespearean play, who is referred to in the final act as sweet, which was understood in Elizabethan times to be a euphemism for gay. It's a Shakespearean play whose main character is queer coded. Pretty heavily throughout, but they like explicitly, as explicit as you can get in Elizabethan English in the final act.
Jamie? Angel. Oh, go ahead.
Jamie, you're first.
Hamlet?
Yay! He was sweet. And so also sweet. Very sad. Okay. Jamie.
Let's finish out books because I don't know anything about comics.
Oh, I love this. I love this one, but it's super hard. I understand it. Okay. Because this one is so hard, you can get either her first or last name. You can get either Zer first or last name. Sorry about that. This Star Wars character, a non-binary / gender fluid space pirate from the second 2 books of Chuck Wendig's Aftermath trilogy, captains a stolen super star destroyer named Liberty's Misrule and has an MC who announces their pronouns.
Wait, so what are you looking for?
For the name of the character. Captains the Liberty's Misrule in the Aftermath. It's an MC who goes around announcing their pronouns because they change.
Angel.
Shoot.
Probably going to mispronounce this because I've never heard it spoken. I've only seen it spelled. Like, it's like Eliodi or something like that.
Yeah, Eliodi.
Eliodi. I've never heard it pronounced, and I'm not going to try that last name. I'm just going to skip over that shit.
I feel like the last name is actually really intimidating, but easier to say than the first name.
I know there's an M in it and lots of vowels.
I'm going to say that like 5 times because it's so cool to say. It's just, yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Eliodi, something.
Mara Cavagna.
Okay. Trust me. I've never read them. I've only seen it discussed like on Twitter, and I'm like,
let's see.
I have that book, but I haven't read it yet.
We only have comics left, right?
Angel, you have jumped to second place. That gives you 15 points.
Okay. And we only have 1 category left, so I don't.
Comics, and we have 2 more.
Comics it is.
In 2016, this comics icon took a stand for inclusion by tweeting, "I am not writing any more comics without LGBTQ and POC characters, period. It's weird we have to even make that declaration."
Angel.
Angel.
This is probably not going to be right, but it seems like something she would say. Gail Simone?
Definitely a Gail Simone.
Is it? Oh my god!
I guess, yeah. I figured that was who it was.
That is something she would say. I had no clue, but that's on brand for her. So
I shouldn't have hedged, and then I could have some points, man.
You're actually the person who coined the term "fridged" for female characters.
Yes. Gail Simone helped my Gish team. Thank you, Gail Simone.
Gail Simone follows me on Twitter. I don't know.
Oh,
yay!
Why? I don't even.
I DM'd her asking for help with a Gish task, and she helped me out. So I'm really grateful.
She's a friend of mine, so if I ever meet her at a convention again, I have to be cool about it. This is my cool face. Oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I just saw our mutual friend that we have.
When I messaged her about my Gish task, I started off with, "I know this is a strange request, but you're a strange person, so I figured this might be okay." And then I launched it. And she's like, "Sure." She helped. It was really great.
I also am somewhat jealous of her because way back in her pre-comics days, she was a hairdresser, which probably explains why she still looks fantastic. Those pictures from the quarantine, and the rest of us are all just like growing mountains. Look at this.
I'm not even going to take down my hair. I've got to shower at
I cut 4.5 inches off my hair, so
yeah.
I got my hair cut right before quarantine. Thank you. It was still decent.
I thought you were trimming yours, and that's why it still looks good. All right.
It's fun to hide the knots.
We have one more question before we go to the next section. Okay. Check, written and illustrated by Ngozi Ukazu, follows the adventures of gay hockey player Eric Biddy Biddle as he plays hockey and finds family and love at college. What is the name of Biddy's college?
Jamie. Samuel.
I have those books within reach, and I haven't read them yet. They're like,
you have to read them. They're so good.
He bakes for the hockey team, and they all get like really protective of him. I love it. I love it so much.
I should.
Kickstarter. I have the Samuel Pennant in
my cute sidetrack of the story, but I got like a care package from my girlfriend that had like toilet paper because it's hard to find out here, and a Baby Yoda face mask, and then the second book of Check Please. And that was like a quarantine care package. It was really cute. But I still haven't read them, and I really should.
I actually I get into that because I had an ex who was into it. She does roller derby, and so she's very into like contact sports.
Mm-hmm.
And then she kind of dropped it in a conversation, and I was like, I don't do hockey. And then somebody here brought it up afterwards, and I was like, that's the second person.
Probably Jamie.
Jamie.
That's the person who does Check Please.
I think people think I'll be into it because figure skating has a small role in it. Like, wasn't he a figure skater before or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of hockey, which I love. I also love that he's gentle, and he like doesn't like, that's his whole first challenge is I don't like to get checked.
Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, spoiler, but there's a reason for that. Mm-hmm. I don't want to spoil. If Angel's going to read them, I don't want to spoil it. It's a big thing that you find out in his senior year. You find out like why he has such problems getting checked.
Well, after a couple of really good questions, we have Jamie at the end of the first round. The way it stands is Jamie has 25 points, first place. Angel has 19 points, second place. Tara has 11 in third, and Aaron, you have 2.
Yeah, sorry, my cat's making me play with her right now. So.
It's perfectly fine.
All of our webcasts now, and they don't talk at all. They just like play actively with a cat in screen.
My cat was like this close to being in screen, and then he like went away real fast. Come back!
Oh, geez. She did like a backflip, so that was weird because she's not.
I'm expecting my cat to make a comeback because they've started the fireworks again tonight.
I actually have a fat, angry murder cat who would love to come in, but she is eating her food.
Wait, you have a fat cat? You need to send me all the
fat, angry murder cat.
Please. Cats are my thing.
Here's the non-fat cat.
Still cute. I need the fat cat at some point.
My other cat killed a goose in single combat one time.
I saw that Merlin was over your shoulder, Jamie, for a while, looking very supermodel.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, oh.
I'm talking about you, Bruce. I'm talking about you.
We're roughly on schedule here. Okay, so the way this next game is going to play, the next game is called. I'm scrolling down to read from my notes.
Hold on. Are we resetting the points?
No, hopefully.
No, it's the whole one. I'm sorry, but you can still catch up and not be left.
It's okay.
Okay. Next question is called Sort Yourself. Next game is called Sort Yourself Out. We're going to have 3 rounds. You'll be given a set of answers to sort into different categories and a limited amount of time to sort them. It's 1 minute. The person who has the most right answers at the end of the minute wins. Tie means everyone who got it gets the points. So if someone ties for first place and everyone else ties for second place, that's just how we're going to do those points. And I'm picking up my clock here, which I guess I should have done before I...
How are you going to get the points to us? Or how are you going to get the categories and stuff to us?
I'm going to read them off. And I also, as soon as I am done reading the sorting, I'm going to copy and paste out of order the individual things and then the categories in the Pride document. Everyone have
got that
the
open.
roll stuff or the webcast doc?
Like at the bottom? Are you going to copy?
Okay. I'm going to the bottom.
Got it.
And if everyone can see, except for the audience.
Got it. I see it. Yeah, I see it.
Question 1. Oh, look, I'm Anonymous Cheetah. The first question is going to be sorting these ships into the show that they're from. So it's going to be a ship, and you have to put it in the show that it's from. Yes. Some of them are weird, and some of them are obvious, and I'm not going to tell you which ones.
So,
all right.
Where are we putting our answers? What's happening?
Yeah, where are we putting the answers?
I want you to... Okay, you know what? I trust everyone. I want you to write them down on your end, and then we'll share which ones you get, and I'll keep track of how many you got right.
Okay, so this is a trust thing.
My phone.
Trustful. Okay, let's do this.
I trust.
I was like, I don't have a pen.
You're on the honor system.
Hey, no. I have a service dog, which means he knows how to open things, and I just looked over and he has the fridge open. Okay, good boy. If my dog shows up here with, like, I don't know, a bag of cheese or something, no one judges.
Bruce. Sorry.
All right. I'm going to read off the name of the ships, but I will put in the document, I'm going to also put the shows that they're from. So just so the audience knows, they're going to have access to the name of the shows that they're from, and you have to match them up.
Okay.
All right.
So we're matching up the ship to the show.
Yeah, I'm going to read the ships off, and then you guys have 1 minute from the time I'm done reading the ships to match them up to their shows.
Okay.
Okay. Victory, Thilbo, Morwen, World War Threesome, Cherrick, John Locke, Alydia, Spurk, Storm Pilot, and Klexa.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Here we go. Okay.
Just reading it off for the audience since I have time. While everyone is picking theirs, the shows that these are from: Yuri on Ice, X-Men, The 100, The Hobbit, Merlin, Marvel Universe, Sherlock, Star Trek, Star Wars, and Teen Wolf. And you have 30 seconds remaining, everyone.
I can't even type on my stupid phone.
If you guys get done beforehand, just let me know, and I will stop. 19 seconds.
got it. Okay. I know all of them.
5, 4, 3,
No.
2, 1. Time's up. Whatever you got is what you got. Stop. I know.
Yay!
My handwriting is atrocious because I was writing so fast.
All right, Aaron, we'll start with you. Victor,
Oh no. Okay. Oops. Okay. Victory is Yuri on Ice.
Right.
Bilbo is the Hobbit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the rest until John Locke is Sherlock. Oh, wait.
You have to read off your list. You can't do them now.
No, I know. I couldn't type fast enough in my phone.
You have
Clexa is the 100. That's
okay,
all
you're at 4. You are currently at 4. Let's do Angel. You're next.
Okay. Victory is Yuri on Ice. Bilbo is the Hobbit. Morrowind is Merlin. World War III is Marvel Universe. Cherrick is X-Men. John Locke is Sherlock. Olivia is Teen Wolf.
I'm sorry. I can't hear.
I know. I'm just like,
Sherlock. What was the next one?
John Locke is Sherlock. Olivia is Teen Wolf. Spurk is Star Trek. Storm Pilot is Star Wars. And Clexa is the 100.
Straight 10.
Oh, I didn't see the ones at the bottom of the page.
I mean, if she got all those right, then the only one I didn't know is Lydia. So yay.
Yeah. Okay.
I really messed
Jamie,
that up.
Did you Jamie? Do you have any?
No, that I had everything that Angel had. I had to. I can show you my list.
Okay. Yeah. No, if you get off your list, you're also at
paper.
This seems about right.
Oh wait, I didn't have Cherrick. I didn't get Cherrick in time.
Jamie, you're at 9.
I didn't get Cherrick in time.
I'm just really proud of myself for knowing literally.
I had Victoria's Yuri, Bilbo is Hobbit, Merwin is Merlin, Clexa is the 100, Spurk is Star Trek, World War III is Marvel, John Locke is Sherlock, Storm Pilot is Star Wars, Clexa is the 100. I didn't get Lydia and I didn't get Cherrick.
Okay, so you're at 8.
Yeah.
Can I ask who is World War III sub? Like who is that?
Is, Peggy, Bucky, and Steve.
Yay!
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
I love that ship. That's a great ship.
It
has.
I'm gonna need to get some paper because I totally bungled that because I didn't have enough time. So
sorry.
I mean, I had paper, and it's literally like, how fast can I write these? None of this makes sense. My handwriting is
terrible handwriting. Everything is spelled wrong. Abbreviation.
Do you want to have
I just copied in a notepad.
Yeah, you guys want to open yourselves up a notepad?
Okay, I'll do that. Because I even missed the 3 things at the bottom, even though I knew the ships were from those things. I didn't see those things, so I was like, "What is happening?" So hopefully round 2 will go a little better for me.
Let me do your points. Let me erase this so that you guys aren't confused. Okay.
So how many points? Because Jamie and I came in first, yeah?
Yeah, I think I have an outdated point system. It's actually 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's how many points there are. Let me put that in here. Oh God, Kai, why are you like this? Okay, here we go.
I say that with love.
I can't argue. My other half lovingly, it's just like, you know why you're like this all the time. I'm like, okay, Angel and Jamie, you both have 4 points. And because they tied for 4 points, let me add your points. It means nobody gets only 1 point.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Tara, you're second with 3 points, bringing you to 14. Aaron, you doubled your points. You're at 4 now.
Yes.
All right. So the second sorting question, this is going to be a binary sort. You're going to have,
Who are these people in the comments saying, go, Angel, go? What about go, Aaron, go?
That's my friend D.
So what we're going to do on this one is I'm going to give you a list of characters, and you're going to sort them into either Marvel or DC. I know that there are a lot of other really good franchises, but just because of how bad representation is in general in comics, I didn't want to make this an impossible question, so I just went ahead and picked the two Titans, as it were. So you're sorting into Marvel or DC, and you'll have 1 minute from the time I am done reading this list of characters.
Bruce. Sorry. Having a cat issue. I'm good.
Valkyrie, Midnighter. Oh, I didn't do a sort here, so I'm actually typing them in for you guys as I do it. Valkyrie, Midnighter, Scandal Savage, Wiccan.
Say Wiccan?
I did say Wiccan.
Okay.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead, who we were just talking about. Valkyrie, ditto.
You had Valkyrie twice.
It did. Oh, Northstar. Sorry. Northstar. I wonder if it felt like we were just talking about them. Batwoman. That's so hard, I know. John Constantine. Miss America. And Aqualad. Oh. See, some of these sorting questions are going to be easier than others. Although I feel like there are some tricky ones in there.
I'm blanking on one of them. Fuck.
One of them has, again, one of the best superhero names ever. And one of them is just like, I don't need a superhero name. I'm just going to use my own name. That's who I am as a person.
Messaging.
Murder Cat is free, so I'm trying to get her to come here. You have 20 seconds remaining. Ooh, Murder Cat. This cat is like pushing 20.
Ooh.
Elderly Murder Cat. Okay.
I'm guessing on a couple of these, but I think I'm
I guessed on
one. And that's it. You're done.
Done.
You are done. We'll go backwards this time and start with Tara.
All right. I had Marvel. I had Valkyrie, Wiccan, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Northstar, and Miss America.
Okay. Then you have, and you put all the other ones in DC?
Well, I did not know.
Okay.
I did not know Scandal Savage. So
okay, so you have 9 points. Scandal Savage is also from DC. So Tara, you get 9.
I have no idea who Scandal Savage is.
Can you read through them again, please?
The characters are Valkyrie, Midnighter, Scandal Savage, Wiccan, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Northstar, Batwoman, John Constantine, Miss America, and Aqualad.
Yeah, but can you read them with the answers?
Oh. Yeah, it was Marvel is Valkyrie, okay. Wiccan, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Northstar, and Miss America. DC
and everyone else is DC.
I had no idea. I have no idea who Scandal Savage is. That sounds like a WWE wrestler, honestly.
I got all of them except one. What?
Is that Jamie or Aaron who said that?
Me.
That was Aaron.
Okay, Aaron, you're
that is also the same for me.
Oh my gosh.
I got everything right except I put Midnighter in Marvel. So
I also got confused when I was doing this list. I put Midnighter in Marvel, and then I was reading through, double checking all my stuff because that's who I am. I'm double checking all my data. And I'm like, I'm going to Google this real quick, and I'm really glad that I did. I could have sworn Midnighter was Marvel until I went to go do this, and I I'm reasonably certain that in these comic book boxes that are to my right, I have books that would prove me wrong. Angel, what did you get?
I got them all.
Yay!
I swear I'm not cheating. I took my hand off the
that.
shoes at one point.
Angel is going to get 4 points, and everyone else will get 3 because you all tied for third.
I honestly have to look up who Scandal Savage is because I am like
my
dying.
thinking was I have no idea who that is. That is probably a DC character. That is
daughter of Scandal Savage. She's from Secret Six, and she first appeared in Villains United #1.
Cool.
I know Marvel much better than DC, so I was like, I've never heard of that person. That is probably a DC character.
That's kind of
I guess that should have been my like thought process, but like,
would anyone would anyone like to take a guess as to who Scandal Savage's creator is?
Gail Simone? Because she's in Secret Six, right?
Yep. Yeah. Secret Six. Gail Simone and Dale Eaglesham in 2005. Now that I googled that.
Oh wow, that's old.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know 2005. Oh, don't say that.
I mean, it is. Like we're all.
I was a fully grown. I was literally in Iraq in 2005. I was that much of an adult.
I graduated college. I graduated college in 2004. So yeah.
Am I the baby here for once? I'm never the baby.
Yeah.
I was 19.
Yeah, because I think Aaron, Tara, and I are all the same age.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that never happened.
I'm like, we're not too far.
I might be the oldest, but
I am 37, and I'm not even embarrassed. I'm so proud of not
I'm 38.
dying.
I am 37. I'll be 38 in December. So.
Yeah, I think it. Kai, when is your
I
birthday?
might be dead center. I'm in March.
I'll be 34, 34
I just turned 37 last March.
Okay, so it's Jamie, me, Tara, Kai, and Angel. From oldest to youngest.
I like it.
My birthday, my 38th
We're all like kind of the same age though, so we're kind of in like the older.
The 30s, the mid 30s.
Yeah.
Women podcast or
not Karens.
Not Karen. Anti-Karens.
Hashtag
Anti-Karen task force. Just because it's so beautifully posed, please enjoy the fact that I finally hung art up on my walls. How cool is that?
That is pretty cool. I still just have my Poe, who, by the way, even though he's not confirmed as such, I consider a queer character.
Poe is 100. Like, we've all.
I mean, Oscar Isaac considers him a queer character.
I feel like that's like, if he's like, oh no, I was looking Finn up. I had Poe look Finn up and down. I'm like, eh.
Oh no! While we're on the subject, since I saw somebody that I follow on Tumblr posted something from like the costume designer from Star Wars' Instagram, and she was talking about like Finn's outfit in the last movie, and she was like, and I just assumed that he and Poe share clothes, so that's why it was like based on that. So like, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
They even sold like jewelry for Finn and Poe at some point. I can't remember all the details.
I remember the line where they had like Leia's ring, but then they had Finn and Poe's. I'm like,
I know. Come on, y'all. Like,
I feel like at one point they were like, full engines go. Let's get some marketing tie-ins on these are going to be a gay character, and then they just like
chicken out. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why they like. Honestly, who could they have made mad that wasn't already mad with the series?
That's true. I was gonna say something, but
might as well.
China,
it's like this may as well happen. Like,
I mean, I think they were already. I mean, I don't know. They could just close their eyes and like think about something else that part happened. No, that's a bad thing to say. Oh, I'm immediately judging myself.
It's fine. The views expressed on this webcast
are all my terrible views. Couldn't they just broadcast the Chinese national anthem during the kissing scenes, maybe?
Oh my god, we're terrible humans.
Tara actually had to leave.
I'm glad we're not super popular, or we would be called out right now.
Speak for yourself. I am amazingly popular.
It's fine.
Like a certain demographic of my nieces and goddaughters.
Oh,
hi, Kylie. My niece is definitely watching this.
Hello.
Should we wait for Tara then? Since she has
This is what's called stalling. I'm like spewing it out, waiting for Tara to come back.
She says, "Don't wait."
Don't wait.
Okay.
Wait, she's in the chat, but not in the video. Oh, all right. All right, so we're going to do the last sorting question.
Maybe I'll get some points.
Maybe you will.
I'm better at the sorting ones than the regular questions. I don't know why, but I'm better at the sorting ones. I don't know.
Visual thing, maybe, if you see it in front of you. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm 100% on both of them so far.
Okay, so this is actually going to be a harder one, but I'm going to clue you in, which you may have noticed from, you may have noticed this from the last either or, but there are 5 in each category. So let that be something that guides you.
Thank you. Very helpful.
So this next category is going to be movies, well, cinema. It's movies or TV shows in which a trans character is played by a trans actor versus when they're played by a cis actor. Because I wanted to highlight that. I get super mad with all of the very talented trans actors we have around. I get like, well, everyone probably does.
Yeah.
Not me. I feel like we're at a point in our lives where, and we've had enough high profile trans actors that like can pull an audience that it's just really dumb when they don't. Okay, which one am I missing? Ah, there we go. I'm making you guys a little short list.
Yes, please.
Here we go. And again, as we did last time, you're just gonna sort these into played by a trans actor, played by a cis actor.
Okay. The character is played by? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I like to ask probing questions.
Movies and TV shows in which prominent trans characters are played by trans actors versus cis actors.
Got it.
Oh, let me fix it in your little thing. There we go. I'm going to read off all of the media. The World According to Garp, Queen Sugar, Boys Don't Cry, Shameless, A Fantastic Woman, The Crying Game, Orange is the New Black, Ace Ventura Pet Detective, Dog Day Afternoon, Chilling Adventures of Serena. I'm so sorry about Ace Ventura, but it was a really good example of what not to do.
Is that Sabrina? Chilling Adventures of Sabrina?
I typed it. Sabrina, not Serena.
Got it.
It's a really niche show. I don't think you would have heard of it.
You know, I'm just making sure because I don't know.
That is what is called aphasia.
Shoot, this is hard. I've only seen half of these.
Oh, but it's so good. Like, so relevant.
So I've got, okay. Crap. Shoot, I might not get 100% on this one.
You have 30 seconds remaining.
Oh, shit.
I like this. 20 seconds.
I think you got me on this one.
Yeah, I have no idea what the
Tara
answer
knew
is.
this question was going to happen, and so
I just guessed. Because I have seen like
10 seconds.
Honestly, I haven't seen like I've seen like 2 of these.
I've seen about 5 of them.
3, 2, 1. Okay, stop. Pens down.
All right.
All right. We'll start with Angel.
Not me. Thank you.
Okay.
Please name the ones where you think that the trans character was played by a cis actor.
Okay. Boys Don't Cry, The Crying Game, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. That's all I got.
Okay. What did you put in trans actors?
Shameless, Orange is the New Black, and Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Okay. You are currently at 6 points on that.
Well, at least I got the ones right that I knew.
Yeah, everything you named you got right.
I've seen 5 of those 6, and then one of them I just guessed. So
nice.
I've never seen Shameless.
Aaron, which ones do you think were cis actors?
Boys Don't Cry, A Fantastic Woman, The Crying Game, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and Dog Day Afternoon.
Okay, you have 4 correct in that. Which do you think were trans actors?
The World According to Garp, Queen Sugar, Shameless, Orange is the New Black, and Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Okay, so you have 8 points.
Wow. Good job.
Mostly because you did actually get 2 wrong, but you also guessed on all of them, which is how you got to your 8
I
points.
should have just started guessing.
What? I didn't guess all of them. I knew most of them.
Oh, okay. Jamie, wait, why did I write that? Jamie and Aaron, why do I mix you guys up? You look nothing alike.
It's fine.
Okay,
We're
Jamie.
the oldest ones.
Okay, I guessed on like all of
Okay,
these.
so cis actors.
Cis. Okay, World According to Garp, Boys Don't Cry, The Crying Game, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and Dog Day Afternoon.
All those are correct. Did you put all of the other ones into trans actors?
Yes, I did.
You are correct. That's
Woo!
10 out of 10.
I went
Great.
mostly by how old were the movies because
Yeah.
I figured the older they were, the more likely.
More likely?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
figured
even heard of The World According to Garp. I have no idea.
I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it. But
I
I know
believe
it's
that the one, John, I want to say John Lithgow.
Hmm.
I'm going to Google that right now.
Yeah, I'm like, World According.
That's the only one I've literally never heard
1982.
of before.
John Lithgow, I was correct. It's John Lithgow played a transgender woman opposite Robin Williams in the 1982 World According to Garp.
No, I have
This
For
movie
those
is
people-
almost as old as I am.
It is 1 year older than me. Okay, so for everyone following at home, movies in which the prominent trans characters were played by cis actors are World According to Garp, Dog Day Afternoon, The Crying Game, Boys Don't Cry, and Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, which wins a really big award for one of the most horrifying examples of using trans women as a joke.
So offensive. Oh my god.
So offensive. I actually
Don't they mention that in Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Isn't that like a plot point?
I think it is. When I was a kid, I remembered I thought Ace Ventura was so funny, and then I got to the end of it, and I was like,
Yeah.
like I didn't really have a concept. Like it wasn't a big topic then, but again, because I'm half gay on my father's side, I have I'll make that joke every webcast. I felt like something was like super wrong about it, and now every time I went back to watch it again or it came on TV, I would watch until like the end, and then I just like stop.
The 90s were weird.
Yeah.
90s were weird.
But they were awesome, but they were also weird.
So media in which trans actors actually got to play the trans characters, which I highly recommend. A Fantastic Woman, Queen Sugar, Orange is the New Black, Shameless, and Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Yeah.
I would also like to put in Supergirl.
Oh, Supergirl, good call. I didn't even think to add that.
Oh,
Well, and Sense8 too. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah, you're right. Sense8, but that's an easy one.
That
It's
is
a
an
major
easy
Girl
one.
Meets Boy. It's another
That
one.
would have been like an easy point.
So Jamie, you're gonna have 4. It goes Jamie, Aaron, Angel. Jamie, you get 4 points, bringing your total to 36. Aaron, you get 3 points, bringing your total to 10. Angel, you have 2 points, bringing you to 29.
Oh shit! I'm still really far behind.
Yeah, but you're at double digits now. And if Tara is staying out, you could, in theory.
By default. Okay.
All right, so this is our last game. This one is going to be it's going to sound crazy, but it's actually great. I maybe got this idea somewhat from a game on a mildly problematic TV show, which is still a lot of fun. I'm calling my version of this game, Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better. So each of the 3 of you is going to get a round where you are the one who starts it. You're going to be given a subject, and you're going to have to just bet how many examples of that subject you can name. So the next player in order is going to say, well, I can name, and they can raise by at least 1. They have to raise by at least 1 to keep playing. And we're going to keep going until somebody calls the person before them's bluff. And once they say, I can't top that. Once they do, that last person who named a number has to name that number. And if they do, they get the number of points that they named. So if it was 17 and you named 17, you get 17 points. If you don't, the person right before you who named like the next number up gets half of the number of points that you claimed as their total. So let's say that,
hold our hand.
I got you. So let's say Angel says, let's say I say you have to name TV shows with primary queer characters. And Angel says, I can name 3. And then Aaron says, I can name 4. And Jamie says 5. And it goes up to like 17. And then Angel says, I don't think that there are 17 shows with queer main characters. And Aaron goes, oh, I have to. Well, it would be Jamie before her because we're going to go Angel, Aaron, Jamie. Angel, Aaron, Jamie for this one because Angel's starting.
Cool.
Yeah, it's this on my screen, but it's probably different for you. So if Angel says 17, or if Jamie says 17, Angel calls her bluff. And Jamie's naming, and she gets to 17, and I say, actually, 2 of those didn't count. And she still you only have 1 minute to name all of the ones that you claimed. So remember, you have 1 minute. You can't see. I don't know why I'm sticking a light screen against the thing. You have 1 minute to name them all. So don't come up with more than you can name in 1 minute. So let's say Jamie gets to 17 and she stops. Her time is out. But I say 2 didn't count. So Angel would then get half of that as points. So she would get 8 points, rounded down. Does that make any sense? Who has a question?
No, it's fine. I'll just start naming things. It's fine.
Okay. Don't name things. Remember, don't name things until you get to, what do you call it? Don't name things until you start naming things. You're going to give other people points.
Numbers. We're going numbers.
So the first one, I actually I didn't want to mess this up, so I just have links open to a reference for each of these. The first one is going to be canon queer DC characters as listed on the Wikipedia page for DC Comics, which is a mirror of the DC Wikia. So
my first?
Yeah, Angel, Aaron, Jamie. Angel, how many canon queer DC characters do you think you can name?
3.
Aaron?
4.
You're trying to think of them. Oh. Jamie?
I think 6.
Angel?
Oh, I can't do that. No. DC. Okay. Are you kidding me?
Jamie, you have 1 minute to name 6 canon DC queer characters.
Scandal Savage, Midnighter, John Constantine, Aqualad, Batwoman, Wonder Woman.
I was wondering if anyone would notice that it was literally referenced in a previous question, and I just didn't want to say anything because I was like, well, it'll be a nice little boost for the first question, and everyone will be able to name at least 5. All right, so you get 6 points.
Yeah, but
usually my problem is that I went with the ones I knew were Marvel and the ones I didn't know were DC. Therefore, I'd forgotten them.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That was the thing. I had forgotten them.
I'm like, these are Marvel and the rest are DC. And now I have to know DC.
I did delete them from the bottom of the document because I wasn't that easy, but I usually am. All right. So the next one is, I have to rename this because for some reason I named Pride Trivia's Rules. Here we go. Answers. This next one, queer TV tropes listed on tvtropes.com. They have to be distinct ones. You can't give 2 different names for the same trope. They have to be distinct tropes, but it can be any queer related tropes listed on TV tropes. This one is going to start with Erin whenever she stops dying.
I'll do 3.
You can name 3. Jamie?
I honestly don't think I could name 3.
So it's up to me?
No, if you Jamie, do you?
I'm thinking.
I would put some strategy here that when you up it, if you think the person in front of you could name at least one more than you do and would like be excited to claim that number of points, you could try to trick them. However, you have already told everyone that you can't think you can name 3. But at the same time, that person may want to like wait until a round goes around to like nail you so they could get more points. There's a lot of strategy. Because remember, if you get it right, you get the number of points that you claimed.
I know.
So if you want to, and as a reminder, the way that the standings are right now, Jamie has 42 points. Angel is not too far behind at 29. Tara has 17. Aaron has 10.
Okay. Well, I've blown it now, so.
Okay. Jamie, would you like to name 3 queer tropes as referenced on tvtropes.com?
So I don't get a chance.
Oh, you don't, because Jamie said that she couldn't name 3 and called that.
Fuck.
I gave her a chance to back it up. I love you. Jamie, you gotta name 3.
I do.
No, not Jamie. I'm sorry. Aaron, name 3.
Oh, what?
1 minute. You have 1 minute. Because Aaron, it was you starting. You said you could name 3, right?
Yeah, but I thought everybody else could get a chance to.
No, it goes around until somebody says around until somebody calls the person before them's bluff. Like it goes around and around.
That wasn't me calling your bluff. That was me being bad at this game.
Okay. Do you want to just name a number then, or do you want to call her bluff?
All right, fine, 4.
Okay. Jamie says 4. Angel?
5.
Aaron?
No, I can't do anymore. So, Angel, you go.
Angel, you're gonna have 1 minute starting now.
Okay. Another dead lesbian. Gangst, which is like gay angst.
Yeah.
Anything that moves, which is that bisexuals are promiscuous. The psycho lesbian, where the lesbian is just crazy.
You have
murderous gay. Does that count?
I feel like murderous gay is the same as psycho lesbian.
Okay.
You need one more.
Okay. Would I hate saying this word, but sissy villain, does that count also as?
Sissy villain is a trope on TV tropes. So yeah, I hate.
So that counts. So that's fine. I hate saying that word.
Yeah, it's bad.
So that's
mine was bury your gays.
Bury your gays. It's a good one.
Another dead lesbian. And that was like
another dead lesbian. Bury your gays. Those are like.
Yeah, those are pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. So I got 5. So I got mine. Yeah.
You get 5 points. You are currently at 34.
Cool. Am I still in second?
You are still in second, but you are 8 points behind. So if you can
How about you just add Tara's 17 to Aaron's 10 and I'm still in last place. So
you know what?
No,
I think that's what Tara would want as a human. So we'll just and if any of you leave, your points get added to the next person. That's what Tara would want as a person. So her points go there. You have 27.
I'm so bad. I'm just.
Thing. I was so upset that I wasn't going to get a chance. Oops.
I'm sorry.
I was like so bummed and like mad because I had a whole podcast literally about tropes.
You did.
Like,
All right. This is the last question.
Okay.
Based on the 2019 AO3 ship stats, how many queer ships on that list do you think you could name? Has to be a queer ship, has to be a top 100 on AO3 as of their 2019 AO3 ship stats.
Oh, damn. I mean, I would have to go into something that I could think of in a minute. So I'm going to say 10.
I will go with 12. Or am I not next? I don't know if I'm next. That's my number anyway.
Yeah.
Did you say 12, Angel?
I said 12.
Okay, Aaron?
0.
So, is that up to me?
Do you want to go more than 12 or do you want to call 12?
Call 12.
Okay.
So,
No.
is
What does that mean? That just
do you
means
do you not want to say more than 12, or do you want to challenge Angel on her 12?
Yes.
Or do you
that's what I want to
to
do. I want to call Angel on her 12 because I know 0 probably.
Okay.
Maybe.
Angel, on this one, you do get, because it's a big long list, I am going to be control Fing it here to make sure I get them all. Remember, you have to name the ship.
Got it.
Ready? You get a little bit longer than 1 minute just because I have to look for them.
So wait, hold on. Let me know. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah,
Start now.
Start.
Death Seal, Steric, Sheath, Clance, John Locke. Did I already say Steric? I think I already said Steric. Spurk or KS. I'm not sure what it would be listed as. Raylo, Storm Pilot or Finpro.
Raylo is a straight ship.
Oh shit! You're right. I was just going through StarArs. Storm Pilot or Finpro.
You have 30 seconds remaining, and you are halfway there.
Shit! Krauserofo or Crowley Azerofo.
Yep. That's 7. We need 5 more.
Shit!
You have 15 seconds to get 5 more.
I said Keith. I already said Clance. Victory.
We need 4 more.
Shoot. Kira Bakugo. I can't remember their name. Kirishima Bakugo.
Kirabaku.
Kirabaku. There you go.
You are out of time.
How many did I name?
You got to 9. You needed 12. You got to 9. That means that Jamie, you get those points.
Yay!
You get 6 points. Going down the list of top. Okay, let's do this. As of 2019, the queer ships in AO3's top ships: Ineffable Husbands, Clance, Juliantina, which is from Amara Muerte. How? I've never heard of this, and it made top 100. Reddy, Richie Tozier and Eddie Kasperick. Jikook, which I believe is from BTS.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't think that counted. Oh well.
Fan from YouTubers, Daniel Howell and Phil Lester. Malik.
That's Roswell.
Like a guy?
No, I'm sorry. Malik is Shadowhunters. Malik's.
Oh, yeah, Malik.
Roswell.
Malik is Shadowhunters. Is Bellamy Blake a guy or a girl? Or other?
Guy.
Okay, that's not it then.
No.
Tyrus from Andy Mack, which I've never heard of, but apparently it's very high. Katradora, Supercore, Kiribaku, Stucky. I believe Bakudeku from Boku no Hero Academia is on there.
Oh, damn it. That was the other one. I was trying. I knew
Yeah, dude, I know like 4 just from Haikyuu. Like,
yeah. Tododeku, who I also believe is.
Shit! That's one of my biggest ships, damn it. I'm wearing a hero shirt.
See, that's the thing. Like, I'm sure I could have done it, but like the time frame, I'm like, no.
You got a minute and a half. So, Dreary, Iron Strange.
Really?
Seen a research, right? I know. Elu, which is apparently Elliot Demari and Lucas Lelemont from Scam France. AO3 has gotten weird this last year, y'all. They've had a lot that are new on here. Naruto has a ship on here, but I don't know because I'm bad at names. Is Sasusaku a queer ship?
Don't know.
No, I think it's Sakura and Sasuke. I think they're.
It's yeah. Okay, so not. So Sheath, Herring Grove from Stranger Things, Steve and Billy. Simbrock, I'm gonna count because Venom is asexual. Choni from Riverdale. Let's see, other ones on here. This is a really long list. Am I going to read this whole one? There's a bunch of ones here from Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir that made the list. For example, Marichat, I assume the cat is asexual, or maybe poly, maybe bisexual. I don't know. What is a cat? Spidey Pool made it. Malix, as opposed to Malik made it farther up the list. Malix made it here. Wolfstar, which is Remus Lupin and Sirius Black. Steric hanging in there as always. I think Zader, Zim and Dib from Invader Zim made it.
Interesting. Higher than Steric on the list? That's interesting.
Lower.
Oh, okay.
I'm reading from 1 down, which is weird, by the way.
Was Destiel not already mentioned?
Yeah, Destiel was mentioned way long ago.
Okay, I didn't hear it. Sorry, I was mourning my loss.
Venti, Mateo Venti and David from Druck. I believe Cameron from Fifth Harmony. That's Camila and Lauren from Fifth Harmony. Sora and Riku? No. I think those are. Way Hot is at 51. Yay! Let's see.
Is this only popular, like the most that were made in 2019, or like?
It is literally just from 2019. The rankings, AO3's ranking of their top 100 ships. I believe that they actually do it. I think they do it collectively, but I think
I was going to say cumulatively. I know Steric is like up there.
No. I think that for their yearly ones, they do new like everything that got posted that year, which is why so many things are able to make the list. Lapis Lazuli and Peridot, I think, is queer ship because all of the gems are canon. Like they all present as female sometimes, but I think that they're all. Let's see. Thorky, I don't really. Okay, this is a straight ship. Maleven is on there, but can we just talk about how they're children and I don't like children ships? Gross. Thorky from Marvel. Merthyr is still hanging in there all these years later. That is one of the most dedicated fandoms on the planet, y'all. Kurosami. Let's see. Ship. Shmiko from Grey's Anatomy. Which is Nico and Levi. I think Vmin from BTS is also a queer ship. But I admit again. Okay, John Locke actually fell to 67. It fell 25 points. Wow. Hanagram is below it.
Damn it! Sorry.
Oh.
Is Kachako from Boku no Hero Academia a queer ship?
Yes, because that's no Ochako and who is Kachako?
Ochako and Katsuki.
No, Katsuki's a boy. That's Bakugo.
Okay, so no. Snowbaz from something called Carry On, which I have no idea what it is.
That's Rainbow Roll.
Is it really? Oh.
Yeah. She wrote the book Fangirl, and in Fangirl, the main character writes fanfic for a Harry Potter-like book. And Carry On is her fanfic. So like she made a she made a book from the fanfic. So it's like fake character, like yeah.
Cool.
There's a second one too.
Okay. Below there we have Dianoru, which is Carolina Dean and Nico Monoro. Dianoru, thank you. Below that, at 73, having fallen 15 points, we have Larry Stylinson, which is a One Direction Harry and Louis ship.
Harry and Louis, yeah.
Is Wang Xian a queer ship from Modat?
That's the Untamed.
Oh, wow, it's on the top. Oh,
yeah, Klexa is hanging there at 76. Nig Mobblepop, there we go, is at 77, just for Angel. I don't know Moonmin Valley, so I don't know who Snufkin and Moonmin are. I don't know. Legacies, Posey, Penelope Park, and Josie Saltzman. 80, we have Bubbleine, which is Princess Bubblegum and Marceline. EastEnders, Ballum, which is Ben and Callum.
Ben and Callum,
yeah. No, I didn't know this one. Brangie, which is from RuPaul's Drag Race, Brooklyn Lynn Heights and Vanessa Vanjie Mateo. Brooklyn Heights and Vanjie. I don't know if Princey and Anxiety from Tom Sanders. I don't know who they are, so I cannot tell you. I'm gonna take a stand here and say that Jake Peralta and Amy Santiago. Oh no, I'm on the wrong ones. I'm on the wrong Brooklyn Nine-Nine ship. I was gonna say a ship with a bi character, even if that character is with someone of the opposite gender, it's still a queer ship because that character is queer. Victory is at 87. It actually dropped 56 points this year.
Because we haven't had anything new.
No new, yeah.
You're supposed to have the film last year, but I'm very understanding. It's okay. Make something.
Spurk is at 91.
Oh, barely made that on.
It actually went up this year. Went up 6 points. It's on the rise. I don't know what Mob Psycho 100 is.
Surprise!
That's an anime.
Is Soriri a ship? A queer ship?
I don't watch it, so I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. What about Totomomo from Boku no Hero?
Todoroki, no, that's straight.
Okay.
Todoroki and Momo.
I think that Lord Boxman and Professor Venomous from OKKO is going to be, OKKO is a queer ship. From Pitch Perfect, Beklo, which is
Chloe.
Yeah. Oh, is it Bekloe? Oh, I'm so bad at this. You know, I'd never heard of that ship, but I ship it. Carcat is a dude, I think. So I think Dave Cat. Who is Carcat? I'm going to Google this one because that's going to bother me.
Okay, so I would not have done well because none of my Haikyuu ships are on this list.
Damn it.
Yeah, so Carcat, I think Dave Cat, which Dave started on Carcat Vantage counts. I, again, don't know Mob Psycho 100, so I don't know if Terra Mob is a queer ship, but please feel free to get in the comments. Fire Emblem, I know Dimitri. I know Dimitri, but I don't know Byleth from Fire Emblem. Does anyone?
I don't know anything about Fire Emblem.
I'm gonna Google that because
I do not watch enough anime. Clearly,
well, like half of those are from
here.
academia.
Oh, actually, here's a fun fact: Dimeleth, which is from Fire Emblem, Dimitri and Byleth does count because Byleth is an avatar, and you can customize their name, gender, and birthday because it's the main character. Love that. Yeah. Okay, so that is the whole top 100 from 2019, and that is the end of our game.
No Haikyuu ships on this list. I am amazed. Probably there was new.
The point standings are Jamie in first place with 48 points, Angel in second with 34, and Aaron Terra, which I put my name here. Aaron Terra in third place with 27.
Thanks, Terra.
And as the winner, Jamie, you are buying the beer next time we all meet up at
Yeah. So
the first round.
One round. I can buy 1 round of beer.
1 round. It's San Diego, so like I think if there's 4 people, you could buy like 1, and we all stick a straw in.
Well, not with Corona.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's put Corona germs.
All right. Well, that's the end of this game.
That was fun.
That was really fun.
Yay! Thank you. I had so much fun writing this. I stressed out a little bit on the sorting questions because I was like last minute fidgeting with those.
That's okay. That was a wing it thing.
Yeah, the ship thing. I was probably like I was thinking cumulative. So like the ones I was thinking of would have been on the cumulative list. Like
I actually almost picked the cumulative list. The problem is that there's like 2 different versions, and like they were very different in them, and I didn't want to. I wanted to specify a source, and I thought it might be easier if I picked the most recent year.
Yep.
Also,
I was like, I know my Haikyuu ones are on the top.
I thought it'd be a good way for you guys to like rack up lots of points.
I'll roll that one.
So it's 10 o'clock. Do we want to do recommendations?
Yep. Let's move on. Yeah. So recommendations.
I don't have anything new this week. I'm still watching Hannibal, and I got to the end of season 2, which is very, very like overtly gay, and that's wonderful. But you know, the show gets canceled 1 season later, so I'm bracing myself for disappointment.
I'm still watching Love Island. Although I did get Becca to start watching Love Island, so at least I'm not alone.
I need to not start that show
terrible,
because I was watch all of it, and then Cameron will come into the room and look at me and be like,
"What are you doing with your life?"
Exactly.
I don't know what I'm going to watch when Hannibal's
exactly, but I live alone, so no one can stop me.
Fair.
And,
your cat never walks in the room and is like, "Please no."
So I haven't started anything.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
I just want to say I did watch The Sixth Sense this week for I haven't watched it in a really long time, but like I felt like I wanted to watch it, and so I did. and I was like, man, this is actually a pretty good movie.
No, it was a good movie.
And then M. Night Shyamalan just kept trying to repeat himself and have the same success, and like went downhill.
Yeah, that movie was wildly good. I remember watching it and just being like, my whole brain was just blown away.
I had the twist spoiled for me before I saw it.
I would just stab someone right in their face hole.
Well, it was actually like a really good friend of mine, and she was like, somebody had ruined it for her, so she's like, I want to ruin it for somebody else, and I'm like, that is the meanest thing I've ever heard. But of course, by the time I actually saw the movie, I had forgotten the twist, so it really doesn't matter. But
I went into it.
Or I think I figured it out like halfway through. I'm like, oh right, he's dead.
Yeah, well,
almost always. I'm like famous for figuring out the twists to movies, like because I write. I'm a writer, so I obviously do this. So I like all of us, we all are probably terrible at spoiling movies. I'm like famous for getting it by like the first third. Like once it reaches the first third, I'm like, okay, so this happens and then this happens. And like 80% of the time I'm right. So it was so crazy to me that I would get all the way to the end of The Sixth Sense and just have been so engrossed that I forgot to film criticize. I just had such a great time. And then everything else happened.
It's a good film. It's a good film. And Haley Joel Osment was so good. And like, I was reading about it, and like in the sorry, we're talking about The Sixth Sense, but man, it was good to watch. Like I haven't watched it in like 15 years. And but I was reading about it, and apparently like they did if you remember when the movie first came out, maybe if you're old enough to remember trailers, they did like the I See Dead People in the trailer, and apparently Disney thought that was going to like spoil everybody, so they almost cut that from the trailer. And but apparently they did like the test audiences or whatever, and nobody got it, like nobody picked up on it
because it was so creepy. Like, you think, oh, what are they talking about? Exactly.
And it's just not something that like even registers. It was such a good twist. Like I remember when that came out, everyone was like, oh my God.
So I have somewhat of a tangent. I was reading, because, San Diego Comic-Con is canceled this year. So people online are doing like, what is your favorite memory from Comic-Con? And someone had a thread where they went to the trailer park, which is when Hall H plays a bunch of trailers. And it's basically just thousands of people sitting around watching movie trailers.
Which is a lot of fun. It doesn't sound fun, but it's fun.
I know. But one of them, like there was this movie and everyone was really engrossed in it. And like, wow, this looks really good. And then it said, from M. Night Shyamalan, and thousands of people like, oh!
The groans.
I can't remember what movie it was. I want to say it was like in 2010 or 2011, because this was like before I started going. It was just, oh, that was their favorite memory of Comic-Con, was everyone just being super upset that it was by M. Night Shyamalan.
I mean, I really enjoy his movies, but yeah, he just tries too hard to replicate that twist. And
Last Airbender and Devil are two movies he had coming out in 2010.
There's no Avatar: The Last Airbender movie. I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course, but
that doesn't exist.
I mean, I think they probably canceled it because everyone got mad in the Comic-Con hall.
Right.
That was probably what movie it was too.
Probably. I would.
The Last Airbender. Everybody was probably like really excited that there was the Last Airbender movie, and then it's like from
Damn it.
Then.
Oh man.
Jamie, you have a wreck in here?
You actually have a real wreck, unlike us who are railing the show.
I have a real wreck.
Because I was like, mine isn't, so I haven't started anything new. But I have many premium channels of my cable subscription, and one of them is Showtime. And so when there's nothing on TV, which happens a lot, I usually am scrolling through the Showtime, HBO, and Starz on-demand offerings. And one of the movies that they had is Top Secret. Top Secret is Val Kilmer's first movie from 1984. Wow. And it's like a spy spoof movie. He's like spoofing spy movies and like the Elvis movies from like the 60s. And so he's like a rock star that goes to play in East Germany because it's 1984. And he ends up embroiled in like, there's like East Germany is like going to bomb the NATO fleet like and they're using like this cultural festival as a cover, and he's performing in the cultural festival, and he winds up getting enmeshed in like the French underground and like all this kind of stuff, and it's the most ridiculous movie ever. Like all of the characters in like the French Resistance are named like Deja Vu and like Croissant and like named.
I think there's a Cordon Bleu, no relation.
Well, there was Chocolat Mousse, who was of course the only black character, and then but it's like 90s. For Deja Vu, that's like they introduced Deja Vu, and he's like, "Have we not met before?" And he's like, "No," and he's like, "Okay," but it's just like it's completely ridiculous, and I watched it like not gonna lie like 20 times last week. Like it's I'm like, what am I gonna
20 times in the last week?
Okay, I probably watched it like once a day, like
20 times. That is just like twice a day.
Yeah, okay. I'm not watching it twice a day, but I'm probably watching it once a day, which is still a lot. I don't even look through the other movies. I'm just like, Top Secret, yay. But of course you have to understand that I was like, I usually have this on while I'm working, so I'm not really watching it. Fair. But yeah, it's a lot. And it's like I actually love because he's a rock star, but his songs all sound like Beach Boys songs. But
there was not what I was expecting when you started singing either. Like I was expecting some other sound, and it comes out. Like, yeah,
he actually sings in the movie. It's really good. So if you can find Top Secret streaming anywhere, I highly recommend it. It is hilarious. I think they don't make movies like they did.
Maybe that's a watch party.
It's good.
Possibility.
According to the internet, you can watch Top Secret on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
Prime Video. You can also watch it on Showtime.
Yeah.
It's in the iTunes store. It's on Vudu, Google Play, YouTube.
I mean, if you've watched it every day this week, I feel like that's a good candidate for a watch party movie. I mean, let's be honest here. So
I would join that if I am not on deadline. If I'm not working the day job or working the dream job, I'm very happy to do that.
It'll be in July sometime.
Yeah. Should be. There's a lot of funny. It's one of those where there's a lot of funny like background jokes too.
Yeah, yeah, and also it's a lot of jokes that I think that we in this demographic will get from when we were kids, and we'll be like, "Oh yeah, that was a thing." I'm gonna take 2 recommendations because Tara's not here, and I'm greedy. The first one is going to be, I don't think this is a surprise to anyone. This current season of Dimension 20 is called A Crown of Candy. If you haven't been reading my reviews, basically it's a D&D tabletop actual play show where all the characters are playing in this land called Candy is the Kingdom. Comida. They're all playing characters that are like food people. They're all food people. And it's kind of loosely inspired. It's loosely inspired by Game of Thrones, but it's a lot better. And because if you've never watched any of Dimension 20, all of their main series start with a new set of characters and a new world and a new story. So you can start right at the beginning of season 5 if you want to, if you don't want to catch up first. And it'll be the same main players playing new characters. We're halfway through the season right now. It is by turn hilarious and heartbreaking, and you're really going to love it, and you're going to want to make yourself a candy persona, which is just a lot of fun. So please go over to YouTube or the Dropout platform and check out A Crown of Candy. You're going to love it. The second one is this book that I have, an audiobook that I've been listening to. I got in a fight with SiriusXM because they make me really angry. The views in this show are not representative of the geekiary. So I got a big fight with SiriusXM where they just could not sort out their billing, and they would charge me a random amount. And then I'd call them and sort it out, and they'd fix it by charging me a lower amount. But then the next billing cycle, they'd charge me an even randomer amount. Hated it. And I also felt like they gaslighted me because I do have memory problems. So I feel like they were gaslighting me and telling me that they didn't tell me things, but I had it written down. Horrible. Hate it. So even though they offered me a year of free radio, I turned them down and I took it out of my car entirely. So I'm listening to audiobooks on Audible. Hey, Audible, give us a code. Give us a promo code. We don't have a partnership, but we want one. It's called Andrea Vernon and the Corporation for Ultra-Human Protection. It's called CUP. Basically, it's this character named Andrea Vernon. Her parents are Haitian immigrants. She has a bunch of sisters and brothers who are performing way better than she is. She loses her job and she gets kidnapped to a job interview after putting her resume on this website. And it's for an executive assistant to the person who runs CUP. And it's really hilarious. It's got a lot of really great comedic beats. It follows Andrea as she tries to like be a personal assistant, and her only job rule in the beginning is she cannot ask any questions ever. She cannot ask any questions at work for any reason. So she has to just try to figure out how to do her job and like kind of just like navigate this really complicated web of superheroes and getting her boss what she needs. And then there's this big giant egg, and there's like a golden space puppy, and all the superheroes have like both really dumb but really awesome names, like the Big Giant Axe or Rabbi Diamond or Senora Fuego. Really good. It's set in New York. There's really good queer representation, and a few times the characters actually stop in the middle of a conversation and talk about what would be right. Like, oh man, should I assign a gender to the giant golden space puppy? I don't know. Like, do these aliens even have gender? Am I just like being offensive and humanist? So it's actually really great. It's fun. Andrea Vernon and the Corporation for Ultra-Human Protection. It's by Alexander Kane, but I recommend the audiobook as opposed to the book because the narrator, Bonnie Turpin, amazing. You cannot miss this. It's amazing. I love her. I'm going to like buy other audiobooks specifically because she narrated them. So those are my 2 recs. Super jazzed about both of them. This is my jazzed face.
All right. Nobody put in any quarantine shout outs, so we're going to skip that.
I couldn't think of any. I mean, there is, I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know if I can wreck it, but Josh Gad does the like review or not reunion thing, like the reunion dooms, and there's one for Lord of the Rings, and I haven't watched it yet. Yeah. But I thought I have it marked to read it.
I believe I have.
So that was going to be
I'm going to do a shout out to my niece Kylie, who is putting together, she's decided that in quarantine, she's putting together a cosplay icon pop band where they're all going to perform in like Zoom and then like pass things to each other and what have you. She's 15. So if it happens, I'm going to share it and you guys are going to watch it and tell me how great my niece is.
I've got a bit of a shout out. It's a bit of a serious one though, so it's not super, super fun, but things are really serious right now. But shout out to people that are donating to causes to help with protesters right now. The Minnesota Bail Fund raised over $30 million. And that's like a bail fund for one state. Some people are critical of them, saying they haven't used that amount of money yet, but it's only been like 3 weeks, so they've got time to use it. But like they're not the only one that's like hugely benefited. Like people are, as they say, opening their purses right now and helping people out, and charities that are specifically helping these protesters are benefiting a lot right now. So shout out to everyone who's donated.
Okay.
That is good. Yeah.
I want to actually, now that you've brought that up, I want to bring up, there is a video on YouTube. I'm trying to find the address that if you don't have money, but you want to raise money, there's an activist who put together just like a whole bunch of content from Black creators. And some of it's topical and some of it's just funny and thoughtful.
If you want, you can watch the video and the revenue is being donated.
Yeah, they packed it with ads. And what I really appreciate about it is that the creator actually is tracking how she's like putting on there and trying to be transparent about this is how much ad revenue I'm having and here's a screenshot. It's almost an hour long and it's called How to Financially Help BLM Without Money.
Yeah, perfect. And the video's been taken down a couple times.
In your house. It has been taken down a couple times, but she keeps putting it up.
Yeah. But because people are like just watching it repeatedly, so you can't watch it repeatedly because then that gets marked as spam. So what you have to do, the
best way to do it. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say is you put it in a playlist, and you have that video, and then you have like 4 or 5 other videos, and then you put that video again, and then you have 4 or 5 like different videos, and that way it doesn't. Yeah.
I've actually heard that putting it in a playlist, if after like 3 or 4 plays, will also get it flagged. So I would suggest that you watch it all the way through, put the sound down if you are just doing something else. Watch it all the way through, watch 2 or 3 different videos, like not the same ones every time. Then watch it again, then watch 2 or 3 or maybe 4 different videos. So it just looks like it's something that you just keep putting on because you enjoy it. That is probably the best way to defeat the algorithm that keeps getting them flagged.
Okay, I hadn't heard about the playlist.
Well, this is possibly an inappropriate retort, but I just watch Rain on Me by Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande like 7,000 times a day. So would that get flagged if I just put those 2 in a playlist?
My other half, who is very clever and is like knows this kind of thing, has just pointed out that if you want to watch it back to back, share it to a friend like halfway through, and then or yourself, share it to somebody halfway through, and then follow that link to the video, because then it counts as it came from an outside source, and it tricks the algorithm. So, ways to raise... finger gun count went up again.
No, that's good.
Yeah, so there we go.
All right.
I think that's...
very informative, guys. Thank you.
That was a good one, Angel.
The shout-outs. Yeah, definitely. Okay, we're gonna skip what we should watch next time, because I think we've already sorted that out. So I did think of a question, and it was inspired by the game. What is your favorite
over there.
queer ship? And I will go first because I know the answer. As I think we've talked about this before for me, so sorry, but originally I thought that my OTP was David and Patrick from Schitt's Creek, because I couldn't stop thinking about them.
They're the
when
best.
It first came on. But I also don't think they have any chemistry. So, oh, Jamie's gone. She'll be back.
Oh no,
I know.
No, I want to leave in protest.
They're
so sweet.
Hear that?
They are sweet. They are sweet. But I have a better one. I have a better one. And my better one, obviously, is Quelliot. Duh.
Yeah.
Winston and Elliot. I know we've talked about them before from The Magicians.
Winston and Elliot.
From The Magicians.
Oh.
See, here's the thing. The thing that I like about their relationship is that it's never really like, I mean, it's acknowledged later on in the series after they have it with like the peaches and plums thing, but it just comes so natural and you don't think about it. And I think that there's something beautiful about that, where, you know, they're just like, yeah, we lived this whole life together, because they live a whole life together. And then they come back to a different like time frame or whatever. And then, but they don't have any memory of that time together. And it's just like, but then later on they like remember parts of it. And I just think there's something so beautiful about like them falling in love and not even like realizing it. And so for me, as much as I hate to say it, that is my favorite ship.
I definitely respect your difference of opinion, but I have like this like ringing in my ears just from like, but I love David and Patrick.
I mean, yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
But I respect your again, I'm hearing that ringing.
I don't think that was a natural sort of just it happened. For me, like David and Patrick, like there was stuff involved.
I think that I just liked that it wasn't some like crazy dramatic thing. It was just like an easy, loving. Okay, full disclosure, that's sort of how I fell in with my current partner. Is we were friends, and then it was just like we were literally dating before someone pointed out to us that we had been on like 5 dates. And I really like that, because so many things in life are just hard and full of drama and more complicated than it could be. And I just really love when you just fall into something good. And you have moments, obviously, where you're kind of like, oh, are we messing this up? And maybe you do a little bit, but like, I just like it when the world gives you something good and you can just have it. Like, again, like when watching Yuri on Ice and you get all mad watching the show because you're like, oh, they're queer baiting us this whole time. I hate this. This is horrible. And then like, oh, no, they're not. We can just have this. This is for us. Amazing. So I guess I'm coming at it from a biased point of view.
I'll go next. So I cycle through ships very fast. I have a lot of them, but my ship of the moment is one you guys have probably never heard of because it's from a Chinese novel. The ship name is Hualian. The characters
are name for a ship.
I know. So the two characters, Hua Cheng, he's a ghost king, one of the most powerful ghosts in existence, and then Xi Lian, who is a god that keeps getting kicked out of heaven over and over again because he keeps screwing up. But the novel is 260 something chapters. It is a couple million words. It's a huge, long, insanely long novel. It's 2 or 3 George R.R. Martin books, and the whole thing. I doubt any of you will read it, but the whole thing is that over 800 years, the Ghost King has been watching over the god and making sure that when he falls from heaven, that he's protected and stuff. And it's just this really long, beautiful romance that's one-sided at first, but then by the end of this 2 million word novel is mutual, and it's just such a great buildup. But that's my current ship, and I've only had it for 2 or 3 months. So who knows what my answer will be next week? Will it be Hanagram? Will it be Stucky? Will it be Destiel again? I don't know. That one's been on the back burner for a while. Who knows? I cycle through them very fast.
It will be all of the above.
But that's my current one. Let's see how long it lasts. If you follow me on Twitter, I retweet art of Hualian all the time. It's insane.
I do not know how I can possibly be expected to only pick one. Because
I feel like almost no one has so far.
Yeah, but because I was so I'm gonna go with 3.
Okay.
So of course, main one, Steric. That's the big one for me. That's more than 50% of my bookmarks on AO3 are Steric things. Shout out to the Steric fandom, still going strong, even though the show's been off the air for a long time. And so
the fandom is actually more interesting than the actual canon in that show. They made all these really cool characters, and then did really bad things with them.
Crap the bed, yeah.
Yeah. Straight into the bed, under the sheets too, so you couldn't see it, and you slid it.
That's very descriptive. Yes, I agree with that. So my third one is Iwa Oi, from Haikyuu. They're actually my home screen.
Oh, I've seen you share these before.
On my phone, yeah. So they're from they're not even the main team. They're one of the rival teams. But Oikawa is actually my walk screen because I love him so much. He's a terrible human being, but I love him. He's my alien trash baby. And then he likes aliens. And he's a trash baby, so he's an alien trash baby. So that's them. And then current ship is Wang Jian from The Untamed, because I like Angel also cycle through.
That's one of my big ships right now.
Hyper obsessive things. I'll get super obsessed with something for a few months, and then
right before Hualian was Wang Xian. So
yes. That is what I'm. We have I have recommended that show. Angel has recommended that show, and the Donghua. Is that animated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Donghua is the animated. Yeah.
Okay. The Donghua's on YouTube. The Untamed is on Netflix. It's amazing. I love them, and obviously I've become obsessed with the actors.
Side note. The show, Modao Zushi, which is the one we're talking about with Wang Xian, is the same author that does Heaven Official's Blessing, which is in Hualan. So it's the same author of both of them. So both these ships.
Cool.
Same great mind.
Yeah.
Are they in the same world?
No, but they're part of the same genre, which is
Janja, right?
Yeah, Xianxia, yeah. Which is a Chinese fantasy genre with magic. It's hard to explain.
Yeah,
but
it's it's historical, but it's also like martial arts magic.
Yeah, it's a very specific genre, and the author writes within
right
the genre.
up my alley, actually.
You should get into this stuff.
Yeah, well, definitely I recommend The Untamed, and then the other one that I've seen is Oh My Emperor, which is comedy, and I watched that because Zhao Zhan, who is in The Untamed, is in that.
I like that I just shat on China like an hour ago, and now I'm like praising, but I'm praising like the genre of Chinese media.
This is something related because see, the thing is that the novel that Modao Ziqi is extremely gay, and it was published before they really cracked down on the LGBT censorship. So the Donghua, the animated version, and the live action are not.
As gay.
It's very. It's
the
it's not like super in your face, but I think it's obvious enough that you should be able to get it, and the actors played it that way. Like
the manhwa, which is the comic,
right.
they had a scene because in the novel at one point they kiss, and they cut that out of the manhwa. So they're cracking down on that at least. But
yeah,
you know what I loved about all of us talking about our ships? We all talked about them being beautiful.
Yes,
and to me, that's just I love it.
Love it.
Yeah. Because how often do you call things beautiful in real life?
Not often enough.
Often, at least for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway.
I guess I'm last here. I think it's pretty obvious. A lot of I cannot do one ship. My attention cannot be fixed by one ship at any point in time. But just going on my AO3, obviously I read a lot of Stucky. I read a lot of Steric, although after, again, being educated by my niece, I have to caveat that I ship him when he is an adult and not when he is a 16-year-old, because that is, in fact, creepy.
Well, we don't know Derek's canon age, so I feel like that's the thing that could go
Derek's
either way.
canon age is young. I looked it up, and technically Styles is 17, which is the age of consent in the state where he lives. But that doesn't make it less creepy. It just makes me creepy for looking it up.
I don't, when it comes to fiction, I'm not going to judge. It's fiction.
It is still a ship I love. So I love Stucky. I love World War Threesome, which is why I put it in there. I think the two ships that I'm going to pick a ship that's foundational, and then one that is my current big ship. Gabrielle and Xena from Xena when I was a little girl. Transformative to my life. There was a lot of problems with that show looking back as an adult, but like that relationship and how they were so close, and like I was just like, I had a lot of feelings I didn't know how to explain. So that was like foundational to me. My current one is called Figata. It is from Dimension 20, and it's Figuroth, and it's Emily Axford's character Figuroth, and then an NPC called Ada Eggfort, who, so Fig is a character who's bisexual. Ada is, I want to call her demisexual because she literally had like no attraction to anyone until she met Fig, and then like had attraction to her. That's demi, yes?
That would be, I would consider that demi. Yeah.
And what I really love about it is that Fig is a very bold and brash character, but Ada is autistic, and she doesn't even realize it. She doesn't have a word for it until towards the end of the series when they help her figure it out. Like, hey, this is totally fine. This is what it is. But Fig, who's like really brash and everything, gets like really awkward around Ada. And I'm such a nerd for brash, bold character gets like really awkward and shy around the person that they have a crush on. Like she literally one time kisses her and then gets on a skateboard and like skates away out of sight and casts invisibility on herself so that she doesn't have to look at her. Nerds in love, and I'm here for it. Figata.
Beautiful? Are they beautiful?
They're so beautiful. They have like fan art. Ada is literally a phoenix, and like whenever she dies, she just like is reborn from her own ashes as a baby, which makes it really sad because if Ada dies first, then she'll have no memory of Fig, and Fig will have to raise her wife as a baby, which is sad. But that's in the future. Beautiful. They're all high schoolers right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Guys, I think this was a really fun night. I may have lost the game, but whatever. It's fine. It was fun. So thank you to all who joined us for all or a portion of tonight, because it was a really good time and definitely a nice like distraction from the world.
And thank you, Ergo, for confirming us on that Demi is when you're only attracted to close emotional connections. So thanks.
I'm sure that once we leave this show and get back to reality and see what we've missed while we've been having fun here, it's going to just blow up and be like, oh my God, why did we leave? We should just stay in this room.
I actually have, the webcast falls at a weird time for me. So my dinner actually got cooked for me while I was over here. So I'm not even going to look at anything. I'm going to go over there and eat tacos until I want to throw up and then like put on
oh man. Reality. Tacos sound pretty good right now.
The world's too late for tomorrow. But I'm going to go eat my tacos before they're cold.
All right.
I'm gonna have ice cream. That was my plan.
Yeah, we're about at the end here anyway. My cat is knocking shit over in my apartment because I haven't fed him. He's about a half an hour late on dinner. So,
all right, we'll wrap this up, guys. I'm Erin. I'm Erin, along with Admin Angel, Jamie, and Kai, and we're missing Tara. She was here for a little while. Thank you again for joining us for Feelings with the Geekiary. Remember, we are a free webcast run off of donations from viewers like you. Thanks for contributing and helping our host at the Geekiary, and we'll see you next time for something.
Bye. Top secret.
Bye.